voice of the people.
Obayansa fuso obunuya wankana asam. Tema futu sam kakre wa supeme. Yo kofi omani ya woman. Omani ya memana. Vini baby ako. Wachata jaya wareni. Onsom wanini pa. Nasa jipa wofe oye. Yama embera ye.
Free and Arabusa for Mamunina Che Yamamunina Kwaba Bio said the two Manimuno and Yanama Hodeno Sasani country Kaluja Manu Meboa. I know your feedback, terrible feedback. Nemani Biaki Cabo in Yanama Hodeng.
Electricity.
Yeah. We're getting some minim feedback. I feel I say yeah. But I think it's okay.
It's fine.
Kalu, so monitor where in a baby na. Now phone way. Phone way.
No, not chokoi. No, not chokoi.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting some terrible feedback. It wasn't like that. In the headphone, minim say bad idea, but. Especially me no microphone on. Yeah,
but I'm sure. I'm sure it's quiet.
It be an internal.
Yeah. More than not.
Kalu, Manu, Mama Kwaba. Unfortunately, still doing so. What a young consul. Bia, video no dundum zano, omonokwa. Lights on the call sign. But I think we are all set and ready to run. Manu Chakwaba. Mama Movim Numra. Kalusha Kwaba.
What them center forward?
I don't know. I'm not fine. In terms of noise, I mean, your headphone doesn't make me comfortable. He said, oh, yeah, the episode was me all clean, clear. But I mean, Omo Mutie or Bontin between me and my who said, sound on it to say, what Bontin. Say sound on here clear there na who say be a hitches glitches be na yenya inside be a microphone be bang we be in man yes sir na to me Eddie Hujuma because we're getting some terrible feedback in the headphones. Kalube to me so tie we nun so enya bad online na mindumo mic no na monitor online no my. And this maybe I will change your mic. And this maybe I will change. I know I birthday. I will change your mic, because I think semi do mic we no so noise nejai. So it probably might come from there is something connecting or mic na here did online no back come na fe Manu.
Yes.
Libya boko there.
Libya boko.
Young quite. Fin be anim. Fin bound eba air. Yeah, if it does, then we have to fix the sound. But the sound is not right. Microphones, no. The problem is with the microphones and the lines, no. I tell you for your dying wabasisia.
To some ke wa supeme yo kofi oma ya woman oma ni ya mama na ni baby akọ
Seven
call him out or take him off, because for every reason, I know say connoisseurs, bookmakers, no pundits in Yano, or more believe in betting at the end. This is not one that they saw coming. See, like I say, likely coaches to be sacked from the start of the season. I don't think that they would have even mentioned Tuchel as one of the few ones that should be taken off. But I think that we'll share some of the games that is played. Even it doesn't look good. It doesn't just look good. So as much as you might try to find some favor for him and say that, but man, yeah, no. We share the other side to this is Chelsea. I mean, they have the means, they have the. We share Sika Crowd, their shit team. It tells you that they are not. They become a same here. Hallmark of big clubs, by my own lofty measurements, is that within 3 years you should win a major trophy, which is your league or the Champions League, and that is what teams like Chelsea are built for. They can be 10th by the next 1 or 2 seasons. You expect them to come and win the league or do a Champions League, and that will only mean that they don't have time for people who can take them there. Say, yeah, money time. They have the money, they have the means, they have the guts, they have an owner. Sometimes they see the team as their play toy. They want to come and play with the team and get instant results in there. So I am thinking that as much as you might have your own qualms, maybe there were some players who walked into Chelsea, maybe Abramovich players. He didn't like them, but this time around, one man is have to do his own purchases. So I'm thinking that he could have given him maybe a few more games or a few more trials. But he decided, hey, he owns the club, and as we sit here now, all of us are a bit in a quagmire. We are not too sure whether it's one of the best of decisions. On paper, and the little I've watched about Chelsea there, and by their own standards there, I think it's good for them. They don't really waste time in some of these things. But the other side is that who walks into the path at this time? Are you going to get an achiever of a sort? You'll be forced to go and take some of these coaches that they show only signs of being good, but they've not achieved so much for us to write about. Maybe names have been peddled around. There says Zidane, who is an achiever of a sort in the likes of Graham Potter. What the job is done with. Those are some of the things. Even there's a mention of Pochettino also in the mix near there. So I think that Graham Potter, Brighton, I didn't from last season till now. He was able to give them a 9th position or so, 9th or 7th. That sounds to be correct. But this is in their 4th, and they've grinded the results. And this is a club own. You might have your own problem with them, and I say that why bringing Graham Potter? They why? But their budget that they are running on, when you read it, you marvel. I mean, they have to sell a player to even to offset some of the stadium costs in there. You can see that. All in all, if they are able to go for him, I remember you mentioning him that he's one of the few that they have to really look at in this direction. But so it's personally, I'm in a bit of a mess bag. I don't know whether it's a very good decision or a very bad decision. A part of me is telling me that it's the best. I mean, you don't waste time. This time around, the league will be fought. Every game, every point had to be won. Especially VAR is not even also helping us. And I watch the Chelsea Bonner. It doesn't bring the excitement and it doesn't bring anything extraordinary. Maybe for now, Communion striker like Obama, because everybody who watches the game knows that Chelsea going into this season had a fundamental problem, which was goal scoring. Lukaku couldn't do the job, but Oshan Kainaka on him now. Who's going to do? Is it the Ziyech, the Pulisic, the Kai Havertz? These are not out and out known strikers. So we always knew that it's an area that they will be found wanting. At least they have a system that they play, but it wouldn't work for you all the time. I'm one person. I had it tonight about 9 months ago. I'm saying this is the EPL. You will be found out. So you yourself as a coach, you have to diversify yourself. And yes, Anna, coaches, you see, when it comes to the EPL now, sometimes it's beyond the players, because tactics is also very important in some of these things. You're a coach, when you run viral tactics, you'll be stagnant, and some of the teams will start grinding results around you, and you'll be found wanting. And I think that is what has this is what has really caused him. I will want to wait. Fulham. Chelsea is going to Fulham next. You see the results. That's what happened there. Maybe it's inconsequential. So whatever happens, they sack the coach, and backroom they never take you over. Some of the backroom, maybe the results might not really matter. But going forward, whoever they bring in and he gets in the results will let us really sit here and justify whether it was the best of decisions or not. But as we sit here now, dear, a part of me is telling me that it's the best because they have the money, the means, and the way to get anybody that they want to get them the results. Another part is telling me that, hey, you waited too long. This was not the time to really touch the anointed when you couldn't really have time. Which is United situation now. They brought in the Ten Hag. as much as he might not have been in one of the best leagues, you can see his efforts, at least winning the Eredivisie and the exploits for Champions League. Say, yeah, he might not have won it, but at least he showed glimpses of it. So who are you bringing into the picture? I think once they settle on one or two coaches that they really want, then we can have a bigger, better discussion. Because Rebecca said, if you want a Grand Porter, then it's as good as saying that you are ready to give him time to really get it right, because he's not walking into the dressing room as an achiever. The people who are around him, he's seeing them for the first time, not as a coach who has really achieved. It means that give him time to also build his own dynasty or his own legacy. If that is the case, then you could have let Tuchel manage at least till the middle of the season or not. So you go for a Zidane too. Is he cut for the English game? Is he that extraordinary coach? Can you go last a marathon? Champions League back to back in the effort, but a Balik properly there, I don't think that he is one for the calling. See, it puts it in a very the whole thing on a knife edge, that very close to the edge, that Chelsea, I think every Chelsea fan who sits back, a part is telling him that, wow, I mean, that is our basic problem as a team. We have owners when they sleep and wake up, they take some decisions, you can't question it. But the other side to you is saying that, hey, over the years, this is what has taken us there. All the 2 Champions League that we won, somebody had to get a team to a point. Somebody had to build a team. Somebody had to come and take over the bus and take us to the final destination. Maybe that is how some teams are carved for. So that is what they are really going to enjoy. So we'll just wait and see how things really pan out. Because I wanted to even know the major reasons why he was sacked. But so sure, Team Chelsea have decided that they don't want to comment any further. All that they want to say is that he's been off. We've read reports saying that the Zagreb game was not the only reason why they sacked him. Even before that game, the management were really in contention to really get him off the bus, because they felt that he's not really been consistent. He's losing it every day. They wanted to take him off, but there's that school of thought that, hey, he could have won that game convincingly. And as you sit here now, such as 6-0, 7-0, I don't think they would have had the effrontery to really push him off. But because they couldn't get the results against some of these teams, then they realized that no, then we need to really take the decision now, because we can't be playing, we can't be taking chances. This league has really started so well that there are no minnows. Every team is playing their hearts out, and some of the teams in it interests you to know that some of the teams, we don't really discuss them so much, but you realize that they have a solid core of their team. About 4 or 5 years they play together. Some of these highly placed teams, they are always changing their status quo.
When somebody says he said Graham Potter and achieve BBR, yeah, and I have a problem. And then I have one Chelsea fan this morning. Now he didn't go on or say Graham Potter and Champions League crowd. My first question to him was, Mauricio Pochettino, starting from Spain, Espanyol, right? He played for Espanyol and all that, and obey a coach, what had he really achieved before being appointed to be a Tottenham boss?
Exactly.
Until everybody starts from somewhere.
Yes.
Zidane had won Champions League as a player. He had never coached.
Yeah, they even took a chance with him.
He went to Real Madrid and he won.
Yes.
Sometimes junior team, there are very good coaches, but they don't get the chance to be up there.
And you look at their budgets and players to even have some of the discussion. Brighton and Hove. I mean, you sit back and ask yourself that, I mean, who are the players there? But look at the results they are grinding. If you've given a man a little axe and he's getting the results, and then just imagine putting a tractor or dormer hammer in the person's hands, he'll be cutting all the trees in the area. So that area in the area is a Grand Porter. If there's been any revelation, school people want to stay there, I think that is the one to be called to the picture. The only thing, and it will not be a bad one if Chelsea decide to really go for him.
All along, I had been saying this. Obi am China didn't come Obi. Then I catch and say Chelsea Pam Tuchel, Graham Potter is the next big thing that has happened.
Oh, yeah.
I rate him highly because just like you talked about his budget, and I also believe that. On him say I told Michael Correa any almost almost
able to pay.
Now almost not only that, but the style of play, and he's able to raise players who are very young. Once a Chelsea Colwell that an academy product. So I think that going for winners, sometimes it doesn't help. Zidane, Monia, sometimes and Obibeka say Muko.
They are quick fixes, and they have a time.
Because we're talking about a big club and a small club, and we're talking about players' egos and then players who want to have a name for themselves. If you're looking at the Brighton, you know, as man say he's doing something there for them. Nobody can take it away from it. But then when it comes to Chelsea, can he control the egos of these big players?
Why can't he? All these coaches that are big started from somewhere.
I know, but then this coach, you know, if he can succeed, the first thing to be the dressing room of the club. It's not about the
Ten Hag is controlling.
No, Ten Hag. What they are say, beginning, who said no man was able to be firm enough.
So what makes you think Graham Potter will not be fair?
Ten Hag has coached club. If I say Ajax would be comparatively, no, Ajax or England, it could be better and higher than your friends say. No.
It's a big debate.
It's a very big debate.
Yeah. But Ajax has been a big club.
Yeah,
not
a big club. What I say? Waji Champions League da, and I'm on DB da.
95. I mean, as Ajax,
but a club, Waji, I'm in the players. It's not the you all coach now. It's as high as anything. It means I'm just looking at the players' ego. Can he control the egos of the players?
No, but you see, those things, it has to be imbibed by the management that he's the headmaster of the school. It's not a matter of give him the free hand.
No, you should have given this man some time because after now, what are the players have? The season is a season. When I say Liverpool Saki Klopp. I say
I will justify that.
I say if for Saki Brendan Rodgers, or that too.
No, but saying there, Leicester they one time win until they are doing since their owner died. They are doing what they can do.
Yeah. Or that too. We're not planning Saki no be or that sixth position.
No, but this is Chelsea. I mean, they have the money.
I understand. Almost Saki coaches those kind of stuff.
They get results. But what you say? Anytime they sack, they get the results. Six games.
They are 7. Yeah, they are in the sixth position.
Yeah,
no sacking. If you're Marcophobia, but can that coach be able to control the likes of Jorginho, the likes of
I don't think that when it comes to Chelsea, there are too much egos.
But Graham Taylor, Potter, he has somebody like fencing, number 5,
Thiago
Silva, who is more or less like a
player coach.
A player coach. Which Makasache players say coaches come and go. When I'm mentioning because me here, Papa first season or by halfway was able to help you to win Champions League
and on the full season course.
Full season or the
third.
Yeah. Or third.
You don't come to Chelsea to be third.
No, but what graph now is getting worse. And then the first 50 matches, the first 50 matches were good. The next 50 were bad, very bad.
Is a cry. I'm come for because is a cry. One now can be can say friends Klopp. Every
no, but Klopp was rising. Klopp
Liverpool cry sacking because it was also that 70 years syndrome. 70 years syndrome.
Exactly.
Minus 5. The 70th year.
Relegation.
Or call Dortmund 70th year and all fast and buy and Liverpool the same thing echo. Just give the man a chance to just do
you see the club there no
That be make say after the season has started. And no pressure one man discuss who believe Munto or can't say Bibiano or the Amano. How find players on him system of Babbo. No one can coach Fanabi. Ebia Koulibaly, Goma Metono. Ebia Makuela, Gongo Tonu.
So Okasa, they are saying any coach be edited. So Okasa, win a tow. So are you telling me, sir?
Season is early enough, sir.
You say RB Leipzig. Omo Pamomu coach. They are the first team to sack their coach this morning. Omo Pamona, Omo 4-0 saying they were trashed by Shakhtar Donetsk.
4-2.
No, 4-1. I'm saying 4-2. Manu check the results, man.
Yeah. It was 4-2.
They were trashed by Shakhtar Donetsk. Oh, home. They kicked their coach out. Are you going to tell me, say, oh,
I understand you, but you
excuse me, Master Danso, Pacho Brain, so and maybe a ref, you need you, Master Danso, some more.
4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, 1-4. So
yeah,
that's
4-1. Yeah,
1-4
because
4-1. They played home.
They played home. And go for the first goal, almost team 1-1.
Yeah.
And almost shot straight 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to I'm going to go for Timo Werner Baba.
Yes.
Are you going to say, oh, I took 20 players in team ni say man say?
I mean, Chelsea. That's what it was early.
It was in the first 15 and then any players now he did well, but a man free hands on starting season, he didn't show any form and favor.
But I don't see Graham Taylor to be a successor to a fencing.
Porter,
yeah, to be a successor to
Zidane.
Almost Zidane, any Mauricio Pochettino.
No, Pochettino, how good is Pochettino? He took over at PSG. That means go around 9 years. Just like he took Fan. What different did he do over there?
Zidane can also come and try his
it's a risk. EPL Zidane is a risk at this point in time. Now, no, because
you can't say
Real Madrid.
Champions League.
He had the boys. He had the players at his disposal. Unless want to tell me. You see, in a Caliguana, who was Spain? They are two teams. If you Real Madrid the second crapper, they lost the league. It was a bad season. By your league, you win it there.
If in as much as you have a confidence for Graham Potter, what was Zidane? You can still do it. I mean, man a chance. He can do it. And he
himself now paying England. He doesn't pay England.
But the minute coming
out, it's a risk.
Zidane to come and succeed. Mauricio Pochettino, but Graham Potter no back right if a 100 days.
But you see,
I
was thinking that people have shown models and because when Jurgen Klopp was walking into the park, not shut down yet achiever or achieving Bosuo, but he had all the potential. You saw what he did with Dortmund, which was good.
Bundesliga.
Which is okay. But say
I Champions League finals.
But buy a big club. But buy a big club.
Somebody has won the Bundesliga and has been able to go to the finals of Champions League.
But by his own high standards, Liverpool has taken him to the pinnacle. On the pinnacle, Liverpool never got pinnacle. Getting to a Champions League final is not same as winning it. And any idea? I mean, he did the magic with where we can all talk about it that Dortmund beating Bayern Munich to a champion to a Bundesliga was news. But at the end of the day, even they gave him time. Say, okay, he was working in as an achiever, so he needed to get instant results. But by the first press conference, Anopa said he needs 5 years. On his fifth year too, he had all the results. 2014, 2015, banana. 2019, he started getting the results. So I agree with you. I wouldn't put all the hope on the Graham Potter bet. But the point is that the low budget team winning now, giving the very good resources.
This is not about the low budget too. It's about the egos of the players.
What egos? No, let's be frank. Say because of the World Champions League, but Chelsea a couple egos in UEFA. If Thiago Silva, Fima, Kahavet, Pulisic, near more egos. I mean, they have a Champions League medal which you can take away from them. But I don't think that they're extraordinary players. They will hate their chest that when the Casemiro's and Rafael Varane and Co are speaking, you will put them in the same category. So I think that it all depends on how the owner of the club will do it. Now, Brighton as me, can you just this season, even last season, at a point in time they are not lost away in last 10.
2 seasons, 2011 and 2012, or a Bundesliga. That was so back to back.
No, but
do you can say or back maybe not say on you
achieve something. You are rather even make. If you have run it back to back or buy, why was he given 4 years? Then Liverpool should have signed him instead.
Liverpool or buy no they
gave him time. They gave him time.
Time to make us a confirmed dog. Thomas Tuchel
no.
You say no buy him so buy now or bet the Champions League in man no. Then out of movie say or you per results and you should go.
Sometimes you are a victim of your own success. Sometimes you are successful in your first year now. People want to see who buy now be the first. You want to tell me that after being first, I should be allowed to be second, fifth, sister now? So me buy now, me do fourth. Now me next, me second, now me first. People will appreciate the trajectory. But we buy now your first 50 games. You've proven that you are a world beater. You can do anything that is being put, any play that is put before you. Then your next 50 games, you start fluffing. You're getting bad. After every game, it's all called Dynamo Zagreb. You can't even get results.
Now in the first season, what would you say? More first season, fourth.
But he won the Champions League.
No, boy, Champions League. And now you're about third. And
this is the success. About first season, Lampard, Eja team near the 8 to 6, and Obefa could do fourth. And then he won the Champions League. He lost FA Cup final to Leicester. You remember that, right? Okay. And now second season, which was last year, Yeko Carling Cup final, Olusui. Yeko FA Cup final, Olusui. You started league, you lead Liverpool at a point as many as 11-12 points, including Man City. He lost out on the league. Top 4, Nyamenkwa, Anka Chelsea, Cray Ephraim. But we managed to get into the top 4. We were third. And now,
but I said that is an improvement upon the first season. And to what else do you?
No, he didn't start the first season. He didn't start. He won a trophy.
If he didn't start, at the end of the day, no, he was fourth, and then the next one.
No. Improvement. The Champions League was ultimate.
Having the opportunity to start the season is different from taking it from a difficult position.
Yes.
Obefa 3-8, so he did well. He pushed it up, and was Sanjay Champions League, and yes, I call FA Cup final. He lost out into Usha. Olusu FA Cup 2 times. Carling Cup 1, and league so. Who showed the way at Chelsea lead the league even last year? There was no way we shouldn't have won.
I mean, for me, sacking at this time, should have given some time to just.
You are entitled to your opinion. Nobody, of course, you have to have an opinion.
In principle, I agree, but this is Chelsea. It has always worked. Chelsea over the years, they have that history. They sack, and whoever walks into the path gets the glory. So Graham Potter, I was telling you, it's a decision.
Opinions like gnosis.
Graham Potter, of course, that's the beauty of discussions. That's the beauty of discussions. But at least you should support it with what you think makes it good. Because even Graham Potter, not Bemono, he needs to make a decision. You are in a club, you have all the everything going for you. Chelsea doesn't have time. Oh, and we are reading a clause from Balagi say for them they will take 60 million buyout clause. So if Chelsea are going for him because they've told. When Brighton
my chain knew about Monica Monica say your sister Monica mama Monica they say oh no your Monica say you no na channel Monica we are channel no the late your late brother Aluta your late brother Aluta your late brother Aluta now you know how film the former wife or Ghana but also shared ding
wow
Ghana also Kalusha wona camera that so nso sorry we dey transmember be because and then wona focal point camera na say wona da so wa sorry obi anya hwenhwe okay enti eno so e de eno no the thing is say you know Chelsea apam Thomas Tuchel now we can about Tuchel performances Kalusha say won say who shy George and Klopp
waji a club championship amamu one kwaje
club world cup oh but club world cup
super cup
club world cup go 2 matches enu kra hebre teams from one we mu na kwaje no me let's
the first 2 years here the man has done well for you
so they should keep him
no mo man from me menka mo man nko season is
Manucho, Kalusha is making a good point.
Can you assess somebody by 6 matches?
100 games in the year. He's rather going down. He's declining.
No.
In principle, he's declining every day.
You see, you have a good point.
How many matches?
You have a good point. This is the thing. This is the thing. You have a good point. Chelsea, be conform one.
6 match no
Chelsea be conform now. Chelsea near. You can see it. You can feel it because Papa, no, even though we take you over for front, the Chelsea TV for the Chelsea board any adini na Manucho they can see people are saying he's trying to get out of everything Abramovich. You could think so, but let's look at Chelsea performances of late from season no by we no and Chelsea started say Teshiba. We started say Teshiba because Liverpool Liverpool last year Mokrana mo de chafe mo be say in the top 4 mo be say and it was so with the first season now can so and the performances haven't been better and then many another Chelsea fan be argue on Chelsea Supporters Club of Worcester your platform so now you share ideas about the sacking
because now I'm die and breaking news nearby. So I posted it on our Facebook page and I'm sending it to a WhatsApp group. Now I'm out for your brother Bako Gaza. I can say Papa no person pam everything Abramovich, and I'm saying it is not so. If you wanted to get rid of everything Abramovich, just last week it was in the news that they have open talks with him for a new deal.
Yes,
just last week. But you can see things are not going the right way. Sure, we'll see. Pam Lukaku. Now Pam Lukaku because you've also unfit into your style. Now Ma Lukaku ko. And as I share ya, Chelsea had the chance, Manu, of buying Lewandowski, of buying Nkuku. 5 strikers at Chelsea. What chance said no mutimito. But you told the owners you wanted Aubameyang. And I'm going for Aubameyang the other day at the bro. Now also can Georgian club say any Senka Liverpool for Pam Georgian club. It is not the case. Georgian club ball now all bono. Kalusha, we are Liverpool ni. One who say performances no better, just that the results are not coming. Also there is a difference between the team performing and luck not being on their side and the results not coming. But Chelsea dear, your performance no say at time. If you watch Saushe and Russia game nibi. So Chelsea any Dinamo Zagreb game nibia. Oh, now I'm impressed my board you be ha. Nkame de beto so Chelsea fan bia also osren platform so was so funny. Also osren say your man Bosuo baako. Now onko support to City onya Chelsea but obesamba. For a Chelsea fan to tell you, it's not even about the score line, but the performances it keeps deteriorating and it's declining sharply.
Wow, say minimum. When the Yanko Graham Potter and Bright is not only lose 3 matches and trust continuously. What can say one permanent?
Listen, I put this thing up today. I put this thing up.
You are a supporter. You are a supporter of a club, but at times you say, "Oh, you're a journalist."
No,
You can like the supporter, but not Yadia. You should start.
You know what I put up? You know what I put up today?
2 matches are not 2 matches.
Unim the enemy put you. No. Unim the enemy put you now. Your platform, no so. Me say, you support 2 team. We don't support coaches. Me, I'm not the type of a team supporter. Oh yes, you Pam Thomas Tuchel and Timmy Wolf and Timmy Jai. I'm not that type. Me support 2 teams. So whatever, because the question is, why the first analysis that I did, I didn't Todd Bowley or Pam Thomas Tuchel in the interest of the team. He wants the team to do well. The team is not doing well. So why wouldn't I support my owner? Oba Fofro, and this goes to me, Gaza, Chelsea. Oba Fofro, Manucho, almost say American Yabeto team the best Glazer at the NB. The whole England want to spend this transfer window change Chelsea. Chelsea has spent the most money. Tuchel player be our person who pay, including Fofana Kra, make me feel say undo 70 million.
Yeah.
Onana Kotrama. What again do you want him to do? If you're not performing, you go. If it was your investment, you protect it. Because some person be cut down now sponsors that's it.
But just that you see, the only problem is that we all feel that it's a bit erratic. Because somebody just less than a week ago when discussing contract improvement and a new contract, then the next moment and where our agreement.
You know what discuss it? Didn't the man no discuss it? So Manucho me here with Unity Radio. Then I get into contract discussions with you. What will make me talk to you to extend your contract?
Because you know I'm doing well and I deserve to continue.
Exactly. So when I see sharp decline,
within a week.
No. There are some. How many matches in about this season?
No. So what time did they receive from your own? They started.
I think it's about 2 weeks ago. Make me go back and I'm going to story.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago you wanted to discuss with him.
Yeah,
an extension within 2 weeks now permanent. Football terms, people will say that it's not enough for you to do proper evaluation.
Only say the World Cup in November, so the matches are compressed. Say a week be about 2 games. Into 2 weeks, now say about 4 games. Now 4 games, well we need 1. And now the type of performance you're putting out and the teams you are losing to are a sportingly embarrassment to a team of Chelsea status.
But you see,
Dinamo Zagreb.
You see, the issue here where Obisumaka said results don't turn overnight. You can bring in a Porter and it will not work overnight.
We don't care.
So Porter now they want to take a chance.
Porter didn't buy the players. Just so like
Obana
we'll give him time. We'll give him time.
No, Thomas. It's not about the other side. You're going to give another coach a time, but the other side.
And the other coaches be Lampard. We are not two top players. Did we give him time? We kicked him out.
We live to see. We live to see.
It's erratic, but Chelsea has that character that they change.
You see,
they change and it works.
Yeah, analyze it. They're free throw near their ball. And now I listen. One guy be YouTube or Chelsea. You know, Mama Chelsea, but he has his own channel now. I listen to him. The guy is fully loaded in terms of football brains. You know, or your analysis be me to my marveled. If you are playing against Manchester City, if you are playing against Liverpool, if you are playing against, say, Bayern Munich, PSG, and you play strong back three with two defenders on the wings, it's understandable. You are playing back five. But if you are a coach, now Kobo team to set Dynamo Zagreb, now about 5 defenders, Chelsea.
BBC
no, you see,
Chelsea second, Tuchel, what's it?
No, but I can't go, Mike. I don't know if you come right.
Tuchel second, friends, Chelsea second Tuchel is like ruthless. They are ruthless again.
Ruthless again.
Oh, they be saying no, that compared with Abramovich.
That analysis I disagree that it's about roles now. James Reese is a defender, as a wing back. But against Dynamo Zagreb, we can deploy to go.
No, but let me tell you this. I totally agree with you on that. But listen, Liverpool, Obo back 3 and Obo back 4.
Back four.
Now look at when I catch you says Obo back 4. Reece James in team calling him.
No, the point is that Obo to me about 3-5-2, 5-3-2.
No, you don't need to play like no. I know that you deploy formations. Yes, more creative players and more attacking.
No, but
you
the
deploy formation based on your opponent.
But I know the modern could they hardly change by the formations because
now your coach now to 4-3-3. That is why the performances are coming down. That is why
4-2-3-1.
No, City was a system there be but Pep Guardiola is up here. Osasane system there be but this coach your system here
same players that he can.
Who ankasa what na haka say took a back three now but people will make him out and it happened to Antonio Conte by Chelsea Mona Moshe and Osasane system
no back three
you know or the boy we need 13 games in a row on the G League the following season what happened to him because you have to have diverse tactics and team be any tactics I say will deploy now they're the same for God's sake Chelsea Academy and now Chelsea second team should be Dynamo Zagreb with all due respect
you don't change winning strategies
small teams into me small teams I've read all the records yesterday Chelsea are there obi a on team here teams in Ketwari in the Champions League 6 million near the day
Zenit certificate
top players
right Zenit certificate
Mami
check it where you want.
No, but you and I went through
check most
but you and I know you play back to me there. No man a record that says
over the years
in Champions
League regulars in be there will be an ACN there will be a Drogba but when he varied the whole team Aubameyang can't shut down regular on the boy you should consider the team too. I don't think you have been fair with him. You see me no one there yesha boy be who said there's no Jorginho, there's no Thiago Silva, Aubameyang is now the striker. This was a lowly Koulibaly Fofana.
You know why I like
you should
I like Liverpool coaching
Yeah.
sometimes. Otto Thiago 3 days or buy not national ball move. The players already conditioned from Bayern Munich coming. Or your professional player.
One player did there.
Can you tell me why?
Koulibaly Fofana, you want to tell me?
Could you tell me why? Enra, selection croye in the boo, Mason Mount, or the English media also na selection. Mason Mount has been totally off color the whole season. Your best player if you start the season when N'Golo Kante and Wepra. Kante ni ho. Obo midfielder. No akobo Mason Mount akwa friend saying Kovacic as 2 midfielders in the team. When him say Mason Mount in your holding midfielder.
You see, if it had worked that this a team should go all out and beat them mercilessly. I'm Fantino. Because no, you
Oblasti Pep Guardiola said he overthought it.
I don't think it's Chelsea's team. He underrated them now concerning the job. Because Koulibaly Fofana, look at Fofana, very rubbish. Go ahead,
no. It wasn't for finance fault.
Oh, go take you on.
Why analysis? Be able to say Koulibaly na ma eshe go no.
And the keeper had a chance. what makes players great is
what was Koulibaly doing over there?
He started running with the guy.
Joko and a BBC a match of the day I call your friends. Was it what was Koulibaly? No more for criticizing.
Why do you think people worship Sergio Ramos? That's where defenders are made. Koulibaly are committing on. We Fofana, we play an echo. On one run near push you away to go and put the ball.
I mean, I really analyze the game. Fofana and Yeshi keeper no nasa. Papa. A defender is coming with your striker and then you join him.
No, he was closing in.
Close, you make it easy for him. It's different because about or running.
You see this
and he didn't even make himself big.
No, look at Tuchel underrated the team now causing a job.
No, it's been coming. Once I said no comedy, and I make catch you say it's been coming. Tuchel is losing it.
Yeah,
and I say look at the body language of.
But you see. What people tell you it's too early is that you look at Liverpool for the 7 years. This is the time of when your lowest point out of 18 or 9. Asian club crisis. I can't.
No.
But people
I agree with you. I agree with you on points. I totally agree with you on points, but I totally disagree with you on performances.
Because even way, performances you can come in.
Guardiola
last season, you saw it start.
No, exactly what I'm saying, sir.
He could have turned the corner.
Pep Guardiola was performing, but the results were not coming.
Exactly.
When the performance, until I catch you say, with my little coaching now, I say, if you are playing a system and it's working, and the results are not coming. Once the performance keeps going on, the results will finally come.
He just had players.
He just got players. We coach wait there.
No.
You're born now. Time. No. Chelsea look at your build up. Grab me one too many build up in the EPL. And you're slow to say Chelsea. And to be how much chance a defense chance to come back and
sometimes the beauty of the game.
And your beauty, I'm talking about performance.
The total performance.
Yeah, total performance. They were about 60-something% of the ball.
They were not penetrative enough. They don't take chance. They were not direct.
Pep Guardiola ball assist the beauty of the game.
Tactical performance. You are creating chances.
Tactically, if you want the game tactically, he was not doing nothing.
Why not doing that?
Pep Guardiola until
are you talking about Champions League?
I'm talking about when the season starts, Tactically, right now, we can also argue, say,
no. Pep Guardiola created chances, they were not scoring.
And tactically, the tennis is not good. They are not performing.
Tactically,
the beauty of the game.
The beauty performance. Being aggressive enough, showing determination.
And 90s, then they can say, Italian clubs, you're good. No more Catenaccio, Catenaccio system, no. I'm about the beauty of the game. The only thing I say, they always have a argument. I'm born on 20%, but I'm show. That is the tactics. I'm a performance room.
We understand you, but the Chelsea, they've lost their fire, they've lost their aura. I wish you could watch them. Now I'm gonna share Chelsea game. I'm like, I'm gonna Tottenham. You could see that mentally they were not tough. Mentally they are not tough. Oh, we lost the plot.
Exactly. When you talk about performance, when you talk about performance, total output of a team, you look at focus, energy, desire, creation of chances. Sometimes ultimate bobo biya says bobo, but we are there to mean share. They say even look at Liverpool against Everton. Look at Liverpool against Everton. Liverpool dropped points, but you could see they did everything. Share a ball last minute. Trent Alexander-Arnold ball. You could see they have given everything. Sometimes you can get bad luck.
Chelsea don't create chances at all.
Your build up, you're very slow.
And that goalless draw, people are giving credit to Lampard.
Lampard
tactically, it was good.
Yes.
But he played a beautiful game, but he couldn't score.
And beautiful.
It's not only beautiful. What are you saying? If it's not beautiful, what are you? If you don't bring the results, it's a beautiful game. Liverpool, but he couldn't do anything. That's the
Liverpool. Everton, Kobobola. Obia expected say
now they form everything the Liverpool
even though it's a derby
superior coach.
So for Lampard to squeeze a point And now Lampard performances this season Nkoye.
Yeah.
Nkoye.
And it was a derby.
For him to get a point out of Liverpool.
Yeah.
If he say Klopp will buy wash almost
yeah.
It's a great point. So either buy no Benin point mom Real Madrid coach event. Ancelotti by no Benin utmi draw Benin ademamo. It's emotion what to so and I'm team the standard no. Entimi ento Everton. Enti say otimi squeeze point and Everton ya there because almost hit Paul near there. So they did well. But my point is ultimately kasa Liverpool sign in that game. But Chelsea then they ultimately kasa yasa against Leeds United. The game you watched is at Chelsea against Southampton.
Were you watching the game in the being a supporter point of view or tactical point of view?
Oh,
no, that's when I look at it.
This season, so okay, so the only Chelsea games. So because Manucho told me, so Chelsea game this season now. They don't say Chelsea performance.
Grab. I mean,
and even against West Ham, you can on your referee. They grab the results. No money make. I'm a Chelsea fan, but Manucho Ukraine say foul. But the Kwame catcher said no ball no Mendy na mistake.
Yeah.
The ball he lost the ball. Na foul. Me go come
Chelsea has grabbed this season. This season.
This season, Antonio Conte first say Pep Guardiola. But a top-notch coach is now. Obiasa.
And yes,
no, Tuchel is dwindling. Leicester City cried the brilliance of away.
Raheem Sterling. No. Brendan Rodgers there. If I don't compare Liverpool and Chelsea,
they don't have the budget now. Okay. Who did they buy? Forget that away.
And Drew Hokra. Who share Tuchel there? They compare Brendan Rodgers now. And OC top coaches now. Ten Hag.
Yeah.
I feel no about league anymore.
Yeah.
So he said, and I'll buy, you know. He had a block, right?
Yeah.
On your side, 1-2.
Yeah, exactly.
First 2 games, they lose to remember. The third game was against Liverpool. I know like say the players are playing for the coach.
Yeah.
Munya possession, chunk of the possession of the game. Possession.
Yeah.
By the end of the day,
their chances.
I'm gonna take your chances.
You see that is the tactical aspect of the game. And I may catch you on say. In that is when we are talking about a game, you know. Start to say it was bad on more tactical, you know. You're aggressive, score and defend. That is what you did. Give a man a chance.
Liverpool was all attacking, right? Liverpool was all attacking, and I was saying, Man U defended. They were agile and they scored.
They scored a goal.
Chelsea, who are we this season? Tell me, describe it. So watch it. Instead of say maybe you have not been watching because you're Liverpool. To share Liverpool more. You have not been watching Chelsea. I'm a die-hard Chelsea. I watch Chelsea every second, every minute, every day. Your ball game, we are every time.
Buy a college Champions League.
Oh no. Manucho, if I fought with him, Manucho and told him he hates Chelsea because the Champions League. Manucho veteran said this coach, the coaches will make him up next season. We are all here. We will see next season. I'm a message. I took care. Yeah, there. Oko share Tottenham 3-0. Rudiger shared third goal, you know. First half, you're goalless. The way he changed the team in the second half, substitutions are apt. And you're winning. I've always been a fan of Tuchel, but maybe a Chelsea fan first. That's why until I be morning show there be a Kuma Ghana. What I say, we go you call the universal. We don't look at Sir Thomas Tuchel. I will always respect him. I will always love him for winning the Champions League for us. But now Chelsea State now you will Kalu. Ebi as when you are dajin na wo share pa.
Season has started 6 game. You're on the 6th position.
Many other na for Pamo Muko. Premier League in there for the DK Pamo Muko Evans. I go Evans. Scott Parker ni coach team member. No, Scott Parker.
Bournemouth.
When you 2 or 3 games on Pam coach. Now then a Leipzig so Pamo Muko Chanwa after Champions League defeat.
No, me say away 6 games 6th position. You see that one?
No, it's beyond that. When I'm just saying the last 50 games have been so. The man is declining.
He's declining.
The man is declining.
Liverpool does say.
9 points.
We see here Liverpool problems on more. Chelsea maybe. Yeah, Liverpool. In as much as sometimes, I don't give excuses to injury. But Thiago Niho, Nunes J red card. I feel no about back.
Exactly.
Bubudin.
Henderson.
Fabino. When you have so many injuries, and another point I mean, make here, Kalusha seem not to be in the same line with me. They say, almost performances, no, it hasn't been that appalling.
Yeah.
They are playing, but sometimes you are just not lucky.
Now, sometimes even beyond the results.
9 points, Momo that 6 with 10 points.
10 points.
Now 1 point different.
Now 1 point difference, sir.
No, but you see, there's a seeming even problem in the dressing room. Why we share player body language now? The other just it's just a tip of the iceberg.
It is early days. And almost remember
early days.
I agree with you, sir. We point and say it's too early. That's your opinion.
Over the years, I know more. Abraham Grant, Roberto Martinez, Ebwe, Tuchel. I mean, this time I say when it comes to Chelsea, before you know, Ombenya coach will be winning league. You sit there and discuss it. They have that pedigree, unless you don't believe in pedigree and that happen.
I mean, can be busy.
As we need trophy man here from Nanka.
They are ruthless again.
As a Miyako, we need champions the next day. That's the beauty of the way. Some people will feel it's too early and they didn't give him chance, and because Obienya a low point and high point, he started a victim of his own success. Or by now when we now having our building.
No, and I didn't come when he said, Wabe arrogant.
Yeah. Some of the players.
Even Enra game way. Anything I said Chelsea coach, you look at Enra game way. He's become arrogant. I'll be honest with you. Me, and only idea about Kwana, Emma Mempe, coach and me, I don't like coaches who become. See, sometimes, Klopp, friends say, Pep, yeah, arrogant. Pep, Krano, on Shadan, arrogant. Just that. Pep, we have some players be certain players be some that's there, but Pep you be upon all the exploits, he tries to stay humble. Yeah. But Liverpool coach winning back oh yeah, I hear there's that small tournament going on in Africa and all those things. I want to many Arsenal near Bizana say when I'm playing a team I look up me share form. He became so arrogant.
Some of them to call them coaches ego. I mean, you need to make it the game beautiful. Into one show, what you not show?
Team be a team na say any man ko yi manua. I know say and say we respecting no. What they say? And say we respecting no.
But let's see, Emma backfire might be the best decision. But whichever way, I think, like you say, maybe Chelsea fans hold that perfect view that he should go. Whoever comes in, will not same results by a pay. He is declining. We don't want to keep him. So Yenya Graham Potter bona results in and himself he should also build his team. I mean it's but I like Potter.
We are waiting for
I said Teta Munia, where was Tata coming from? But at least if he's able to get results, you better now can. He was just an assistant to a substantive.
My entire papa John Asantibio.
Yeah.
Software Asantibio Ghana.
Okay.
Ghana, but I'll share live. He's on Facebook. Papa that's say Wajimre. Now we'll share on Facebook. Mr. say what join here watch a video no now into me until with that said meaning say 1 or 2 takes quick on the Champions League proper. 1 minute be the expert of Haaland 2 yesterday breaking Ronaldo ni Messi record at this age of scoring number of games and goals. Crazy.
I think I didn't really watch and really read much about that one, but until me interest in games today near quickly in Yanko Inter Milan
and that here from Fanche
games today. No?
I'll do that.
You have some interesting pairings in there. I think Inter Bayern. I mean, it's a game I really would love to watch because both teams are coming from a bruise. Because you realize that Bayern were flying high. They were scoring 6-0 near there, Frankfurt near there. But last 2 games has not really been good for them. Amama dropped a crowd from to third position there because Union Berlin was able to hold them 1-1. Martin Gladbach will hold them, and they are now walking to the famous Giuseppe Meazza stadium. And AC Milan was also able to do it over Inter Milan. So they are not working in there as really ways. But it will be interesting to see Mane playing in Champions League football for Bayern Munich. I think they're still one of the huge favorites to really do well in this competition. It's a gamer. And last season they didn't go well for both of them, so I'm expecting that Inter Milan they showed that glimpses. I mean, Lautaro Martinez, Munia, we saw what they could do last season in the Champions League. It's one game I have a bit of interest in. Napoli, Liverpool. I mean, there was another game I was.
Oh, you want me to give you all the games? Okay.
Exactly, another game there and me interest. I mean,
Napoli, Liverpool, no quick enough. Your time, Ninti.
It's another game I'm expecting.
But the fixtures in Abemamsis,
yeah, it's another game I'm expecting to say, but live up to it.
Okay, so Ajax, Rangers, Frankfurt, Sporting, Napoli, Liverpool, Atletico, Porto, Club Brugge, Leverkusen, Barcelona, Victoria, Inter, Bayern, and Tottenham, Marseille.
Yeah, Tottenham, Marseille. Yeah. I mean, it's also an interesting game, but I don't think that. I think that the Liverpool challenge this season and percent. So I mean, just like we said, no, they've not had the best of teams this time. You might have all your qualms with them, and they lost a proper. You see, there's always been that belief that Liverpool was as good as their first 11. Omunya standing 11, be once a one after Firmino, Thiago Jota. There was the only recognized change I need to be now once a while be a Milner be now augmented, but Fabinho, Thiago Alcantara, you could see what they could do in the middle together with their Arnold Robertson and maybe a Matip together with Virgil van Dijk. They had a team. It was unbreakable, and at least they went on to conquer the world. So you can't take it out from them. But this time around, it has been Salah has not really lived up to the expectation this time around. I mean, playoff is sorted there. You expect him to really up the stakes, but at least maybe on that money they complemented each other. So for me, it's a game that I have interest in. It will be interesting to see how it will go. At least Liverpool playing at their favorite home ground, so they should carry the moment. Amokwa away this time around. Okay. At least, so then there's a bit of pressure on them. There's a bit of pressure on them to really do this one. I said Italian football is really I started getting some goodies around there. I don't think Napoli has been too bad this season, and Liverpool are the ones who have been a bit under the stake. And the 70-year syndrome for when Jurgen Klopp, and it's been discussed everywhere. I mean, for every reason, this is one season and he's grinding the results. He's not really getting the results in his favor. So it's an interesting one. Napoli might not have all the no stars, but I believe it's going to be a tough game for Liverpool. Okay. It's going to be tough. Okay, so
Yancha Anochi Trading CEO Bakope. Stephen K. Anochi says good job. Good morning, guys. And you know about Stephen Ousu doing the lesson from Mississauga, Ontario. A very good morning to you guys. Yeah, Canada for you now, Chamo. I honor Stephen Ousu. Kwesi Usu, I say I salute you all. Kwesi Ajiris on here. Also, so we Abrochiro for don't have Ghana card, but Aisha Juan has a Ghana card. I say more Kwesi. Na unyanya ba hana or kind of experience about person could be a Jumakra or Ghana.
Yeah.
Now koye the Ghana card tata no say okuba bia so ombe register company na man as a foreigner. Na Aisha Juan every China abenya Ghana card. Ghana no. Kwesi used to say Tuchel never listened to us. Tuchel was the problem. He was. He's caused his own downfall, just like you said. He wasn't listening and he became too pompous. Stephen also say, I disagree with Kalusha. The manager started talking during the preseason, saying his players aren't ready and blah blah blah. After 263 million spent, check his outburst after defeat. Any message I say okay, check his outburst after every defeat. Okay, that's what he wanted to say. So I also totally disagree with you. And then Stephen also said Todd Bowley has a face of Atamils but a character of Rollins. No nonsense man, more than Abramovich. Yeah, indeed. Kwame Frimpong is watching. DJ Aloha Yachao. Kwesi Ousu say the moment Roma was politically assassinated, then I believe Chelsea FC is doomed. We will be like AC Milan. England hates Chelsea. Kwame Yabua Yadasise also saying, Kwesi, the underlying secret is Todd Bowley didn't allow Marian and others to continue for just a season. Kwaku Shoes, Anochi Krum is watching us. Yachao. And Belmira Mendes Semedo, Semedo Realty, Bell Michel and Abosen Anopa. And Anopa. Nana Kwame Ampofo, die-hard Chelsea fan. Nana Kwame also Michel. My own wife, Akosia Jemfi, is also watching. Margaret Jemfi, Yachao and Anopa. George Aqua, my big brother, and Adum Binti, Pepra, Yanona, Ayeshoina, Oko out of state. Also, showing. Kwesi Oususi, please greet sister Nana for me. Nana Kwesi Oususi, baby, I will be assaulting and count of pay out chow. Adum Binti says, keep up the good work, Kupo National and your crew. Kwakua Saribuedu is also with us. And of course, my own pastor, Reverend Nana Ousu Bembel, Presbyterian Church of Ghana, district pastor, Ono Anna, Oyamisofo Pong, Shaying. Emmanuel Echampo is also with us. Farouk Dakpe says, Opo, this team is very good in playing home games. Home games, no. You about draw back when you're winning me, so far 3 games. No. Even say, oh, kind of cry. I was saying about draw me.
Yeah.
Because West Ham game no net draw. But I know my Chelsea fans say crucify me say yeah the DBD Debiana and the DBD and I'm saying no, I'm happy the decision went in our favor, but objectivity bam they are born and I think a draw. No credit the one now because you need the last minute is uncanny. Bridget Yadom is with us, Alex Fosu, Mianka Saminia Bema, all the way from Texas, Cape Wadu, and I'm at the front. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ruth Afakuma from New York. Your part to say the signs were very clear. Tuchel has lost it. There is something going on in the dressing room which indicates some of the players doesn't want to play for him. Yeah, Papa Jonathan Michel, be opponent. Me baba kupe UK Michel and area or UK ya say that's the best description. TT became too arrogant and full of himself and that has caused his job. Ya part one me ya junipa. My big brother Julius Nuamesco Kuma Club Nuamesco Bosuo the weekend way and Julius me mama Kuma me papa Kuma birthday can say be baso a send off party we me ama fa ho commercial car me commercial because me ma me kuma na me papa kuma de me ni omo ho agro kra omo say Julius the Brem say be di omo birthday ye di birthday ni wi na eno san be san serve send off omo ko Ghana omo ko Ghana but the good thing is me ma me say ko Ghana for Unity Radio obedi cheese then because our app no on the phone so
nice one.
Michael KG Mante ye nu abema ye chiao ene ye gidi say ohun eye Kwame Owusu I say Tuchel don't listen to advice. Tuchel na so din ti say opo national untia futu ba kokora. Samuel Asare a jump off ye chiao ye gidi say ohun ye wonso o hwe on Facebook na ye nu abema Steve Owusu nko na Steve Owusu nko ho we Steve ba ko na Steven Nana Prempe Chelsea die hard also o hwe na ye nu aba eye Semedo Bell yeah, my mentor, we talked about a program last Saturday Pennsylvania. And yeah, my mentor, me patch on more messages about making kind Eddie Amamo. I have a Unity Radio 1039. Yeah, best say, oh, join in Facebook. Na wa share video no. Na wa like him. Who said Julius, my member Abaso, 1 my more than 100 likes. Cause until back. Bell also my likes in Susa George Aqua Kosio Jamfi Mama likes and Susa not chrome goggle shoes my likes in Susa no shoot 2 video no crap I knew Abema Julius God bless you thank you so much the love and the likes no massive said ya no yeah papa kuma near mami kuma mo send off party na ebas no ya be who dey deeper because they deserve it they've been so wonderful omo fa me say omo ba prekope enye omo ba ni Julius nko a menzo me omo ba che say omu enimi ho agro kra nti ya de ho de ubo any announcement ni nyina e de ebeba a big time onimi we 40th marriage anniversary
wow
aware manuchu ma aware ye nkwada ye wuram kakra hu se ha ye papa mo ya de
exactly
omo aware mfie mako aduanan 40 years nti we omu 40 years marriage anniversary at the same time ebesa ayi omu send off omu free and chain ewa America papa ne mama na omu akwaji omu homi ewo fie ti reception ebekoso ewo inside the ark nti said the mark no hu ye be one announcement from time to time na obia ehun said here ade city because program we there ye be dress formal kente and Africa wear nti obetumi ay formal obetumi a kente and obetumi a Africa wear nti ye biem said the be obia betumi a ne de na waba na wan ka say she suit nti na o suit no umpeso be she nti wantumi ama Sunday November 20th and a program ne baso more details will be unfolded on the show ti edini nyina de bebremo me ma me kuma ne me papa kuma de said the mark no program the program Samuel Asare say I am happy you guys are back we are also happy that we are back Sami nti yadamu nyina say ti mu join me my likes ni sa my likes na mu share video no maka say we start for radio ni mo dia nti it's about time some be so radio no ma promote na yakoye nim na enra mene na mene manu kalusha time you know lights no call off no this is off yansani abe start me na ayele Esther so cha say me say that ka na ayele anu Esther yeah ne Smith of Peace FM na edi nkomo ne nickname no kwade sembo Afriki Joe ne na edi nkomo no ka say na mo ya da na so ye studio ke be start program no say na mo dia no te say ada online of ye cast and say o da bia ndie nyame adom ye frequency o si timotimi tie o come amafo na say ya o si and you star my next destination the blessed city in Ghanaian community in America. Yeah. So because in here baby na enya ne say dey how to meet na come now with radio. Esther uboni dia maka omu twa CD. I dey mean to mean can say dey I can off air no. Omu twa CD na just omu bonyom. Esther na ayele my likes in nsu. Yeah mama Alice Kwa. I say good morning Opo and Co. Watching with you live from Shrewsbury MA. But I will listen through Alexa later. Thanks. Yeah, ciao, mommy. Alexa, and so on. I feel we should avoid us. Like I say, Dr. Kwabi, say, we will be a me pacho, unam pain moi. Dr. Kwabi na, I was say, Ukoko hono. Say, Banu say, uti, tipaye pa, sasabro, ukon, ubi wa that's what I say, wadane kon, so ukon yesum ye. On say, ukono, aye tense di dodo. Muscles no nyina onye training into da echia ukono chia kodo ba bia o sorry intumi emma back because there is no flexibility in your muscles intimi sro ko hu Dr. Kwabi no moa be massage o kama ukotodwe o transia echia nsa na watumi atene mu usisi waist pains be ma why mre why surgery na recovery ne en contem unimo bi a wanya stroke ba fe na ba mild one oba ubu nsa wan we a omo anu omo ye adwuma nyina be hu sampa ubu nsa eba no sa entwa yi eni nyina no ko hu Dr. Kwabi na omoa be ba cho owo eye 371 Pleasant Street Dr. Kwabi ose oba obebo na bibia so atumi akonkan obody no ebetumi ay kama na uye adwuma bre na oda na obetumi asori a owo nkun bi ay friend no Sankofa cream since 2005 nkun no eyen senkyerene odi bi sra ebeboa na nipadua na etumi atoto so na asisi ye na bibia nso etumi akonkan Dr. Kwabi eso etayechi ena yedi dwumadi edi ebramo dan auto repairs master danso ba kope obo adwuma ye pa se nei me no ka sei so wo ye obi a me pa chaw o car no esa osisa oil brakes absorbers shocks ties anything mechanical I wo car ho de dan auto repairs master danso se fabra na onsiesie ema obo adwuma ye pa omo ebo enchidom ena yedi dwumadi edi ebramo ene politically in some way no na no ye ka kire mo se owura kwabna je Japan e kan sem bi na ye flashback kakra with major stories a esisi ya na ye ni ho na nka ye wa ha ye be kan bi de ma so ati bi na ye ni antumi anka. These are the stories we are looking at. Getting along with the show politically, no. Ye ba be hwe kwabna je Japan ensema o kan ye defa Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ho ebi mu se ya ma Baumia lead MPP a na je sai se amanfo ensema o mu kan se da bia sabi omu ekofa esirimfo no ni omu eye adwuma eduru bra ese ye pagya omu elevate omu a na ya to omu atwene ana ye yi omu ato nchen eno ene issue ba kwa ene ye behwe eno da nchen so a enra abra ye ntumi anye show na asem ba se abronye enso se wanu no ho pa se o supporto Nana Adodankwa Akufu Ado or say I have regret supporting Akufu Ado as a flag bearer abronye denti ne man cancer ye di sansam no betudwa sanso ena omampani da mahama enso ama aboshe bi se oba betena so bi Uganda photo abama ne san ba de a ono obe review ex gratia je so be DMP and say article 71 office holders omo emolument a omo SS7 term we bi a omo geno obe review no way ye free ho if possible ye behwe enum nkomo na yedi ebi mu ka se na wo mampani wagye ade ya from we free be assemblyman na wo ba wagye aja why now adan na fe na so be ye free ho we'll be getting into all these details and I bio o ka se ono esgracia no wanye abronye edi adansidi abase President Mahama former ogiye ena Moktari enso ababe kasa we'll be looking at all this issue sanso ena issue ba kwa say abapa ye Attorney General ene Ashahwan ensem no si amno we ka say Attorney General say afede obe prosecute Ashahwan for both current and previous offenses boni odi kane entiade ne call China one prosecute no any boni as say was abedini na say the attorney general no na manas azuri say as a sen anado dan Akufo-Addo say ontumi nyi obi adi wona ban no mu de say odi akonya no to ho efa saa Aisha Hoan asem we no ne nsam aka na ene yatena si yenum ebebobo ho na ye hyase e de afi manu chu yen hyase mfi kwabna jeje no yenye flashback no right
yeah in future ni mfa
flashback no ye wi ane aba be hwe okay nti kwabna jeje ensam a okan no na me pese me hwe se yembo eno quick na obi antie de okan na afi momfa mo adwenkyere emra
in the MPP say obi free ha and obi free ha say MPP for the movie should not necessarily madam pro I can brand society mama not no be say that is allegation against them mo kasa akwa na say mo anfa ni dia ma party yen kan kro 1998 2008 right Dr. Baumia no only member of the party. In fact, on the party no the year because then general secretary of me too. Me cry the boy me charge say mama waiver. Me cry na me boy party for. O man waiver because constitution it say we need 5 years of party no ma. You cannot be on the ticket. But a blue and a woman president candidate Akufo-Addo. I was there me call national council meeting honestly be me ho. President Akufo was the president. Into another nomination by kasa kakra say into nipa bebre party won bia yes there be una your candidate nipa open you be respect into general secretary ma waiver what is obi the born ko eduda that was the biggest waiver in na me waiver me dey boan crofo mo ho a kire say boy o tachi man atu so asidegu no so oni scanty me say o ene me ntua wa bre for party e no for the boy me ko edu so and you obi ka say you use obi adam na mentia say straight from say one member of the party me I now card straight to number 2 hey I say I dey now vice president of the republic is a big position as a we now and do political career like that so then go pass it and you mean to seek a step further me kasa but fa any die any nase emenyame so what do I could do baby kese pa we wiase from nowhere from 2008 and now we remember as you see yes I saw you 5 years and a big position that's the amount so them John and it's a party na no edin sa put your constitution am a general secretary aye card amount aye waiver amount you know edin say
okay Manu Kalu yeah mama start with you Kalusha Kwabena Japan say amam foka say owura friend say Baumia wan ko flag bearer omuni na ndini ya wa be kan say bia na oni party no so ndini Baumia should rather be grateful to the party say from nowhere onye member of the party to number 2
Cobra like a start you know opinion like notice will be Cobra kasa medini hu ya kaka essence politics there obi ko politics ma opese okokodu baby and him na ko to say Baumia so say obi be the president say on so ma won ho kwan but then who make his statement say interview na ka say na na sia na me de me fa baby no mi say na ntwayi esan say NPP party na ka mo or he say mo dankwa abuzia ne de do ba kuru ka Udongo ase debe dobo dombo ona omode ba na de kofa Baumia ba no say bibi woni mu na kofa ne ba na obe a vice president no say na ne kasa mo say Sir John and we yima na at that time no onye member of the party na we man over to be a fact because there's only 5 years but MPP mo constitution aso member mo no says already vice president and they say okay party until also were entitled to be a party with my call for what do you call it for elections candidate presidential candidate now omo to be the normal ko amount to 2 year man but then okay say na yanko pass no okay but how many I just say about boy man on say or party no so I say he say ono so betumi stand bi and was stand bi a ono so the only thing I can say and you can be only who be kananka omo do na say omo tuma na fine but I'm saying people na ngasa party no I'm say I say wa ko bi da no na I'm say I say chess so
musical chess
because we times Kufo any Kufo adudi Kufo dey step down Kufo ado so ne Alancha Martin na Alancha Martin so step down Kufo ado ko enti na wo hwe mo esi na manfo kapache say esi do Alancha Martin so na asa ko ba se ba omia no mu fi se ba omia ene Kufo ado edwuma no obo edwuma nti o mbe so no so ekobi constitution e mane do am from delegates o mo ko na se o mo be selecting no ma selecting but then no sense mu no nani kwase no obi a hold that position say man you can also come me na no nani kwase nka o party comment bia na on chairman delegates ni kwa no mo be selecting no ma selecting
say bia o feel say amanfo so the good party who fin say ya maba o mi anko dia na che say party no ye mpesa bi sirimfo asemti he was trying to diffuse some notion
no opo ebi wo ho ehwe ekufo ene Ali Mahama Kufo ene Ali Mama mo ko yi delegate you kwa yi misa vote kwa
eno nyina na build up for say yama MPP for ma because what Kaisa Mahama kasa asemweda say my brother Baumia de no cry mesre these people they will use you and dump you there's no way they are going to make him lead the party mark my words Mahama jina ba bia make I even had me was audio no cry wa make sa statement ni da nti maybe problem
no sa asem no nka kobra je Japan no ne kwase nka o ka wasem kra what I say nka otunu bu ase because already no there will be a strategy for maybe NDC say o man kwa koto ama Baumia o man say ye kan now because most especially maybe amom pe maybe not necessarily asem nti the omo ke kan no na from am now amon for office say because as o man kan na from but still I'm say amon for bejiedi because from look of things ono ko beje akoko jan ono so Japan o kan asem no let's say ya akwa na sa eti afterwards no man to ma Baumia did you know the repercussion the next time we go first say obeko esiro ko for obi say o me vice president obeka so onye because already na ka chese omo be use na damp mu such languages and look at say nke efi na num eba say any kwase ka efine numba na any kwase o kasa asem no me dey o ka medi no ya because ade no afina enche ombe ko no makoto aba eyi de omo pe no cause omo yi ne so omo beko delegate yi na o na yankopon asi those kind of stuff no ta comment dey me opo me dem fi say
ni say kwabla okay Manu Choma remember so Manu Kalusha feel say kwabla Japan needing to have made a comment such as say omo aboa Baumia Yamanu waiver, but it was revealing because somebody like me, I didn't even know. Say Baumia son or Obe vice no ni now on your card bearing member of MPP. I didn't know. Meaning say now on your staunch politician. No only politician, but somebody sitting in his office can admire a party and be a member without necessarily playing the front row. But now meaning say no ni card because so no use waiver. And your friend saying now he need to and no use waiver at the SAV Baumia until you because as a party in and by not allowing him or more money no do not just say pestrim for sama Baumia should rather be grateful to the party for being number 2 because if you more co party my brand and son number and now from nowhere no a card bearing member you have page out to number 2.
See this issue it's very really delicate and very sensitive. And it looks like a make or break for MPP if not well handled. Now, I think for me, AJ Japan took a bold step to bail the cat because he won't call for Amakasa in this direction. Honorable Oseche Mensah-Bonsu, or made statements in that regard. He started playing that card that there's a Dumbo part that needs to be looked at, and we know that Anya Crown MPP. No, I mean there are two major. Divisions, the Dankwa and the Buzia is always there. Then the Dombo comes in as and when needed, to make it complete. We've gotten to that threshold. And the truth is that, just like he said, I know political parties, they have their constitutions. And truth is that there are some parties where to be an executive member, you need to be a member of good standing for no less than 3 to 5 years. It won't more all these rules. So answer between I can say executive
in the constitution.
In their constitutions. It won't matter. This is what they have. Because we be executive member, you are privy to some information. They want it to be kept as a secret. And yes, I enter
classified information.
Classified. A PBA party no be. I mean, some of these things are there. Every party has its own level of secrecy that they want to keep, because politics is not a church. It's about winning power, and people go through a lot to really let it happen. You see, back in 2007, some of us were old enough to know how the politics went and what card was played. Don't say MPP has played that conservative party rule, a more of a Republican thing. That it's not about whose car is beautiful, it's about whose turn is it to go. Because we shot 2007, if Alan Cash raised one of the most beautiful campaigns in Ghana, make my little sister, not per Alan Cash, and even the name itself was okay. There are even schools of thought who believe that 2008 Alan Cash could have won it at Atamel Samba. They had that belief because he was young, he was vibrant, he was all over the place. And there was that purported belief that it was Kufuor's natural successor. But the card was played that he removed it.
What's going on?
Boom, we know you from the beginning. And I think that was just the message Akufo-Addo used in 2007. I don't think that he spoke a lot of English that I'll do this. He had beautiful slogans like remove it. Why? Because he started in the party for a long time. Until doing so. From 92 one Kubia, because he supported that. 96 he stood and we probably remember what happened in 2007 in Legon, when after first round they had 50+1, so they had to go for a second rounder. When Alaka decided to say, oh, my big brother and Manenko, then Akufo-Addo had that beautiful were remarks that I will not forget this favor, and I from there. See, the other school, there is not necessarily. Party na kwa no say I can media forget. If you are an aware, you are a Ghana, you are a not now forget MPP. There's no way you can be a flag, but it's a notion. I don't believe in that notion.
Perception amount for
yes, perception, but I believe that party there condomnia ye juman ye dienya. We are winning, we are creating, we are not now. Go and serve. Do so according to Shiga Mune, this woman who died in Hajia Kendi no way. Boko, what I say Boko lady no within pa, Mekani Diamebo. Yeah, Bawa, how are Yakubu, or move they were really strong members of the party and no more quiet. They could have even gone for some of these positions. The fact is that party no tribal open, it's not tribal, you go and join. Because he said Abubakar just NDC leadership ninya Muntaka Baben Wemunina Haruna Idrisu. Yeah, they fight for it. So at that point they will be the leaders of the party. So I'm thinking that people have become hypocrites overnight. That's the truth. Unless of course Rebecca say times have changed. History says for Bible there are people who believe that the Bible should be rewritten because mobile phone any Bible. Because history should not be static. It should be a 4,000 years from now, and they should also have a modern history. You are writing our history today. Until at the end of the day, people felt in 2007 said this way, they can hold that firm belief, change their minds. I'm not one person. I don't believe this say what can I say? I don't even speak like that anymore. Just like the typical scenario maker say, "Bia, Obeka say me pay Grand Porter," but no, yeah, you have to say it. And so Obeka just so in that same regard, maybe in 2007, people felt that MPP a loading car. You have to work your way for the party to really get the nod. People argue that maybe Ali Muhammad, I mean, he was also a mate. People feel that in the Baumia case, as much as you might believe that, where I disagree a bit with Kobreji Age upon you is that, you see, when it comes to Baumia, you can't be sacrificing a time, life, and knowledge for a party. You can't take that away from Baumia. 2012, when push came to show, he was the one who went to sit in the box to be grilled. and that all led to them winning power today. And an elections near there. So I think it's a really a dicey situation. Where I disagree with Kalisha on this one is I think it was a question that on your party TV. Now the question was posed that there's that general belief that say Yamfa Baumia automatically that means you've not been fair to the northern or the Dombo parts of our party. And I think in everybody I even applaud him for trying to answer that question. Because someone who play that card, they are only working on the emotions of people, which is a fallacy. We shouldn't be doing that. At the end of the day, it should be a contest and it should be fought fairly. If he wins it, why not? Majority is some more made away. Midterm elections and Ben Rapper, I didn't even know. No, midterm elections. Or candidates in there. I mean, everybody should have a fair chance. This is a political party we are doing, and it's not by emotions. Why your part? That acclamation at the end. We should stop doing this one and working on people's emotions. And they're not. Why would they feel that way? If Baumia doesn't go in 2024, does that mean it's the end of his political career? Can't he go in 2028? Only 2032. How old is he? People have worked their way. I don't believe that people should make it a make or break for him. He should contest it when people feel that he's the one to lead us. Because I quite say, with discussions now, there's a part we feel that you can't because you bidder. 2008, Sanom de power, and you that's syndrome name, which is not good. Say maybe why Akufo-Addo Abre Bedu and why did people support Alan Cash? Just like those people are saboteurs, so we want to sabotage them near there. People should remove those lenses and let the thing be fought in the spirit and the latter. Because if you disqualify one farmer Alan Cash because you felt that somebody Akufo-Addo Aye Juma Brenti and farmer na said this time on so Aye Juma Tina party in over 16 years. Then you want to tell me that, oh, see, Yazison Adrian, she said the Enfa Mobia, or which me I say, if you crack, I say, your ticket, Alan Cash in your vice now, when you see, I don't think it's necessary. It's about presidency. People should fight it squarely. People should be given the free hand to choose their leader because some of these things, 1 year, and then the division is back, cracks the bar, it's irreparable. And as we sit here, and some of us have privy information that are privy to information that those cracks that happened in 2007, some people were being punished even to today for the choices that they made that time because the people felt that they didn't support. Why wouldn't you support this candidate? And people are peeved, and we know it. Sometimes you try to be ostriches now, or you don't want to talk about it because you see, I'm both share the line of conversation. He's speaking like that because 2008 he did not support and he was removed from the party. Yaman opportunity. So I'm one person, I believe that he made a bold statement that this is a party that we've always believed in democracy and we'll go to the polls and we'll vote and get the right person. If at the end of the day, Nipa 2,000, 6,000 believe that Baumia is the obvious choice, why not? They all go for him and rally behind him for him to win. If people feel that no, he needs to bid his time because this is a party that he's worked his way all right, but on China, you might have your own. No,
Baumia is in his 50s.
Yes, you this MPP.
It's 54 something.
You might have your own qualms that this is MPP. That is what they believe in. You have to work your way up. It's very conservative. I mean, buy the money out there. You can see their ages. Yeah. They are not kids. I mean, America, you might have all those discussions now there. Obama might just be one of the outliers or the dichotomy.
Or 58.
58. Yeah. So why should 2024 be the do or die for him? The one farm manager say the world should come to an end. And as we say, I mean, as much as I agree, fine. From vice there, it's very difficult. A vice to a minister, you want to mean be a minister. But 2008, when they did him, what did he do? He came to Canada to come and teach. At the right time, he came back to Ghana to do politics. So I think that they shouldn't make it a do or die for that. If you don't give it to Baumia, the hell should break loose. They should make sure that a contest has been had. People have worked their way, and people should not be victimized because they are accounts. May Akani, where Akani they forget because this time they say the man on account. I mean, those people, those throwing those shots, they should be careful because at the end of the day, one day it will be used against you. Who you are doing saying, "Maybe prove this time." She said the young fan common on account. Now after 8 years, there's about more account for. Is that how parties have been run? Now since I didn't come here and say every president is called region by region. Instead of come we not. Next time near the about Western, now they could Jogate Munya, they want chance to be president, even Osakoto, agriculture minister.
Yeah.
They all want an opportunity, and I've been work their way up, even Kennedy, Japan. Yeah, coming.
Share you know. MPP, you know, what they are buying no for time. Use a not now, and or the baby power. And I could find so baby need power. So another not now. And I need me no. Say need me no. So far say one for Baumia and Qua. Now I'm for the power for Qua. Did you know that choice was a strategic choice because then times now for MPP for each other vote this particular season elections but Baumia o share Ingles I will make you not ready this time around now because of Baumia factor no omina bibi and he say I'm calling sir if he say next you know go find the power for now omo bi anko fa aka na omo fa aka na year is it going to go for MPP to win power again and they have to look into that dynamics.
And the baby acclamations. We should go for acclamations now. And the why analysis just power cry. Yes,
now are we not entertaining tribalism in our politics?
It's not tribalism. We say already no
strategic choice.
Yeah, or strategic choice. And already no. Already no. Your friend say opposition. You know, are using that. Eddie bomb say but
I think the Japan also came out and said this MPP for no atena ho ama NDC airtons had to amount for team now misa the time NDC so da benom ko fa Santini your flag bearer so he was also an answer vice so he was also you are buying that because chairman Sabonsu and a cocaine
exactly or
chairman Sabonsu ko kind or say you see I'm disappointed on Lambert State. I think we have all those audios here but time ninti I don't know blasted chairman Sabonsu says mo just idea we have to mo so say NDC for kanti say ya ampa na NDC for ya na e kire candidate a omo no de kokon because the moment you do that the ben omo so de Asantini den flag bearer.
Opo Adebakwa na member wo no akoyo. Adebakwa say NDC for no good communicators more than MPP. Well,
that's debatable.
No, debatable, but also almost when they are selling their omo yina, almost to be selling well. By MPP for no to defend it. What I say?
You see, I think NDC plays that card of your minority. You are victimizing it because your TA NDC leadership well known in Yansu and Northness. Then the Southern should also have a problem in NDC. Baben, Muntaka, Aruna Drusu, Oyomona ye ka leadership sisia same omo ye executives no Oyomno mukra party. No munyanso ye Northness. Na je say me so am yes out am NDC. I have to complain. So we start to wunya. Yeah, omo disi omo deposit papa na.
Omo deposit in the parliament, but when you look at omo chairman Ampofo.
Mahama.
Say Dukatia. Ono susu Ashanti. And omo ba.
No, say Dukatia bono.
No say
I can. But me just say those short scholars in NDC Mahama. Baben,
no, say all of them
are not. We are just looking at the parliament.
Parliament when I'm
talking about the CEO of the political party now. I said Dukatia is the CEO of the party.
No, he's the administrator. So no, general secretary.
General secretary is the CEO of the.
He's the head of the administration.
Yeah, CEO of the party.
Administratively, the secretary now.
Or chairman.
Are we not entertaining tribalism in our politics?
Is it healthy? The hierarchy of now. Those are in parliament.
I told you short stoppers. It's a coincidence. Parliament or there is it not strange that leadership of NDC in a parliament or here notness. Somebody 4 major people and not they are not major stakeholders in NDC now. 4 Mabodina. Is it not strange that Baben, Mahama, Aruna Drusu and Muntaka munya notness? I've been so teacher. Because so how come there's no account in there with this set of people? Party executives, fine, that's different. But you come one, constitution, you recognize your mom voice quite any idea woman. They are all notness. All your party now way. So me, I'm only bringing you the for that people playing that card that you're not now win your opportunity near there. They should stop playing it. At the end of the day, Baumia for way Vice President Aliu, the late. Obeka say he did not really do a lot to really be seen as a substantive president. But Baumia has paid his dues. But I don't think that 2024 is just the year for him. He should join the bus. Onya we nyame, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't play that card that our communicators are not good. We like okay say, one NDC Becca say, what NDC say? At the end of the day, people even have problems. Why Mahama? Send the Ghana Becca say in a Mahama so at the end of Mahama more than 12 years, more than so Mohammadin. I don't know Musun say Ghana for Becca say Mahama do doing Fanenko. Maybe some point.
Take your candidate party think they are deciding for you who you should take.
Because there are people in Ghana who feel that me pendi so ba sanka Mahama de anka meto aman. So should NDC also listen to that? Say Mahama de me mpe oba wa hwe. That's what somebody's perception.
Yeah.
Nti ekoyi be adofo a obeto aman. Omo de for ba de sound a different person, but Mahama de dum so mpe. You see, all these things should be played in your head. So at the end of the day, let it be a fair contest. Baumia abe in the party, he can still help the party. So we're in 2024. Now Lancash ko, say Kennedy ko. I don't think that it should be the end of NPP. Say, man for Baumia dia and the party negu. Say. I mean, we support just like you said. Then you be playing the hands of the opposition.
Yeah.
Mahama, and the Mahama Weka said, Semekai. And the Enfan Yejima. Semekai the Enfan Yejima. He's now working his way there. And because he did not even deserve to be there in the first place. He will be truthful with themselves. Yeah. Maybe even at a mills also has the same story.
The party
he was not a member. Yeah. You bet imagine it. Maybe at a mills also has the same story. Yeah. For we sit here now.
When Rollins brought
him. He was not really a member of the KEDA and NDC, but because of his good works, he was brought into the picture. He had his own opportunity. No, it was a declaration, and we know where it took them to this day. So I'm one person. I believe that.
So your point is
they should not. They should stop playing that card.
Fine. They should stop playing that.
They should fight fair and square, but not based on. And this is saying tribe say, if you do those things in Ghana,
so that's what I was saying. Say, I agree with you. Say, I don't know who say, Japan.
No, he was asked.
I said,
you
decide. Why they be why is Metier? Why vice now? And then people focus on machine in Munyam, those kind of stuff. You should have.
No. You are missing. I see if even it is there. Nyame boani we nyampo a ye bisa ni say there's this perception. So what does he think?
Don't speak for Kwabena Yembo bi na enya clear on that.
In the MPP say obi free ha and obi free ha. Say MPP for the movie should not there's another damn pro. I can brass society mama not no bi enyu so say that is allegation against him. Mo kasa akwa na che say mo anfa ni di ama party. Yen kan kro 1998 2008 Dr. Baumia no member of the party. In fact, on the party in the because then General Secretary of Nito, we cried the board me charge, say Mama waiver, we cry na me boa party for. Oh man waiver. Because constitution says who need 5 years of party you cannot be on the ticket. But a blue and a warmer president candidate Akufo-Addo. I was there, me call National Council meeting honestly be a minimum. President Akufo was the president. Into another nomination by kasa kakra. Say until nipa be blow party one bia. Yes there be una candidate. Nipa open you be respect. Until General Secretary ma waiver. What is obi the born ko do that. That was the biggest waiver in na me waiver me dey boan crofo. Umo ho a kire say boy o touch my atun so aside gu no so oni scan timi say o ene mentua wa bre for party. E no ko the boy me ko do. So until obi ka say ye use obi adam na mentia say straight from say member of the party near my card straight to number 2. Hey, I say I had now vice president of the republic is a big position. As a we now we do political career like that. So then you go pass it. And we have to seek a step further. Minkasa but fa any day any nase emenyame. Say what do I could do baby? Kese pa we ase from nowhere. From nowhere. 2008 and now when you remember, as you see, yes. I saw you 5 years as a big position. That's the amount. So them John. And it's a party now anyway. Constitution. I'm a general secretary. I card amount. I waiver amount.
5 years to be on for him, and that is the hash. Kroma say, you see, Kroma say one thing I love about America, they are fools to the book.
Common money waiver. No,
they will not just easily waive it for you because you need to be a member. A non-member of the party because you are going to hold the party secrets.
Yeah.
What if you're a mole in there? So I think that the question was me asked. They have nothing against you. See, there are lots of MPP faithfuls who feel that Baumia should go. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm take it to a contest. and don't let people feel that you told them some years ago that and do so now. Say. Then the next moment you want to change the same people, and you see, and I said the same people who stood on those grounds. No man, no matter or madri on some of these things. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm one of the people who believe that take it to a contest. So when you're 2024, it still has an opportunity. There are schools of thought who even feel that 2024, but they send the mama been winning easy. So 2020, why don't you then even relax for him that 2028, no, I bet fresh candidates who can easily get it for you near there. So all these things should be brought into the picture. So I'm one person. As much as possible, I am thinking that make it an open contest devoid of this tribal sentiments and emotions. Say one for we are one for manage say and we know some people in their yes because they want an opportunity to be vice. Because the money say, oh, say remember then we've thrown some people out of the race, then we can equally be vice. Then you see, yes, sir. Then the same people will come back and say that see I cover not and there. Then say why senior Santini and also Akani. Then why can't you have problem with that too? You see, you do baby. That's why some of us and growing up we love what the likes of Rollins did. Tell me, Joshua Labi could just leave a greater Accra to go and be the minister of the northern region. And then it was meant to be a unitary country, one unified country. Everybody can be taken anywhere. And then say you want to attack the Krani Kofa Obi Accra no be ya na attack the for bofu. But we are not a federal country. I say as you to be for being of California, some Massachusetts, because you believe in federal system. But Ghana you Krani there a unified country. Be there Accra. When you go to feel cry and Cranfordia, I'm not going to tell you how to use it. So I am one person. I don't want those sentiments to stand. When a statifi Rollins had to choose a harmony idea to be vice. We at Amos, although he was this. Maybe I can say because he was a non-account. Kofo decided to choose a not now. Then we started playing all those northern cars that say 1 year vice there. I told somebody 2010 that you will get to a point. Nonsense will also tell you that hey, yeah, to be a mate, yeah, drive a car. Why should you be taking ourselves through that school? Say 4 years on, then somebody will tell you that hey, and do so. So are people not working themselves to positions? Are they going to now tribally? So bit chases here. Utumu say he's fighting so much for Baumia because he knows that he's a young politician. He's building his time in 2028 and 2032. It is say my man not in a cordia, then the next one they are can't do so. Near there. So for me, as much as I believe that he's done it, there's even people also who feel that Baumia, you see in the past there was no internet. And the internet was in somewhat Kenya now. Ubet me actually be at now on chain. No about Baumia take for you. Baumia before MDC,
yeah,
before MPP and Baumia after MPP.
Yeah.
What is Totonwa? Even Momo, yeah, ampo. We got na Joy FM that Momo dear, here for na
Momo. Got na Peace FM.
Peace FM.
Promise if I can show so.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Momo dear, here for na It's only dear Momo dear.
Why we should charge?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm moving the nation from taxation to production. This is somebody who has one baby some shooter. It's still fresh on people's heads. In some of and so for me, okay, it should be this time.
So we don't win this open.
Oh, we know when winning, but I can't be the time and doing so.
Okay,
I'll be truthful.
Okay, that is Manucho Magandi, and I think Ken Kalusha, King of Radio. Now, I make a couple of messages. Kwasi Ususi, Opo National. All we know is that MPP is bringing Baumia and also win the 2024 elections. If they don't bring Baumia, some of us will face MPP boot for boot.
I agree. It's a firm believer of the Baumia philosophy. But, I mean, which is good.
Julius Normescu Kuma. Julius, Club School.
Yeah.
CEO.
I've not been there. One of these.
We'll be going there. Yeah. What's a great point, Manucho. The whole problem is that the majority of the party voters don't understand the party's constitution.
Yeah.
They base their vote on emotions. Well said.
Sentiments.
Mamia Ba Nkuma, Pantan Government Hospital, and Mamia Ba saw me at Tonko radios near Phil. Mamia Ba say, thank God 2024. I will not. I say thank God 2024. I will not be mafia to vote. When a guy's item no gana.
Gezi.
Naja Gezi. They can bring whoever they like. I know Mamiaba say they can bring whoever they like. On the Bewo Umufia, Tibia, no one, Trabanupobi. I'm about the no. Okay, couple of messages that I'll be reading, but moving on. Manucho thinks Kwabena Japan did what he ought to do. Kalusha thinks Kwabena Japan in this Okas answer now, okay, on Bahomiano. But you move on quickly now, Yanshe, still on NPP. Abronye Kansembi Enra say wa regret it. Say or support Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. Na say Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ede obi eba se oni nechia en support na presidential and a flag bearer topic related ntina me pese yi we fi ono say odi obi ba enya ade a obe support no say because we are no disappointed in Nanado ɔse Nanado ayɛ adeɛ bad nneɛma bebree nso a ɛsɛ sɛ nka ɛkɔ ɛna nkurɔfoɔ bebree di Nanado akyi ɛwɔ time a ɔpere akonnwa no mu no asɛ other people who didn't even support Nanado during becoming flag bearer no mum edidi amen. I regret supporting Akufo-Addo as flag bearer of NPP. Betrayed, Abronye cries. Now the Bono regional chairman and communicator of the new Patriotic Party NPP, Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronye DC, has stated without mincing words that he regrets ever supporting President Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo as the flag bearer of the party during the 2016 election. Several bigwigs of the NPP, including Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Trade Minister Alan Chamaten, are lacing their boots for the party's flag bearership race. Speaking on Jinehubio, a political talk show hosted by Bosuo on Accra-based Hot FM 93.3, Abronye DC, who was answering a question in line with whether he would endorse any of the aforementioned into becoming the next flag bearer as he did for Akufo-Addo, stated that he will never make such a mistake again. Inti Abronye ese samfum so na oyeye no onye biem yentie ne kakra bi na afi minja mama bejafo ba Ghana ni le film. Okay, men say in short na no one there na na bu to dollar na ha ya dwene na emre bi be ba Ghana ni le film. Okay, men say in short na no one there na na bu to satisfaction. Name all support on as flag bearer and dear and never regret it. Why am I support to be? I'm not going to do it. But it's a matter of principle. And then another catch them say, "Me support to be." I mean, there's no way I will do it because it's a matter of principle. But support no, and I must say any panel. It's me winning the flag bearership. A flag bearer, they say, "Oh, we realize how we need there." I will make sure so be president.
93.9.
But see, I quite let it away. Nana do catch them say, "Me ko support to be a." Me because me support on time and crofua. Wo mu di na tem no. E wo kro na say ye di ni kwa ye be nusu. Some crofua mu di na tem no. They are far better than me in his government.
93.9.
Yes. Where the come for be there true. Yes, me see asenso buachenom and president na atama no mu di no mo frani ye no direct. Okay. Fa and to where Kwame Abronye na o kasa
buache de mantiase o
na amanfo di Akufo-Addo atem saa time no ye de ko belusu ye ntimi mfa ne nko ene ade enti nya ade a nya ade a ono Akufo-Addo kasa on support to be support.
You see, I've listened to the tape. I've read a lot of stories around why he's making some of this way. The only thing I can say is that maybe you see he's trying to play smart in there, because at the end of the day, I've read reports that say he believes he has done tremendously well, but he will not. When you're at second opportunity on supporting him, it makes it a bit strange. But you see, it all boils down to the fact that after years down, almost 8 years down the line, he is coming back to some of these things that I've said. Because what they did in 2007, if they will run away from it, if they will listen. Because I know what happened when people decided to engage in fashionism. Say, we know what has happened to them over the years. Most of them were handpicked and removed. And some have still not found their feet just because they decided to endorse candidates. Obekazi will send their norm. Chroma saying you'll be to me, yes, oh, I'm going with Biden, I'm going with Kamala Niadia. Yes, we are talking about a democracy which is over 250 something years. We are talking about just a 65-year-old democracy. and with even interlaced and intertwined with a lot of military dictatorship near there. In the Fourth Republic input there, we are talking from 92 till date. Assembly it has its own do's and don'ts. We're talking about just some 30 years. 30 years down the line, interestingly, to 92 to 2022 there, then just some 30 years down the line, Assembly King. So as far as I'm concerned, they should take it to a contest of ideas. Then at the end of the day, if the person wins, you see, they should have their own debates in the idea. Maybe they say, it's a whole idea that
now can maybe our question. We follow up question now. Say who are delegates now obi na kase support where now are you going by your own principles? Are you going by your philosophy of life? Are you using your own God-given gumption? And I just obi na kase you are being like motored like following now following. Is that the impression abroad your mind says
yeah, in principle they can because at the end of the day you need people to convince you. Yeah, maybe there are some areas you've not looked at. Just like somebody listened to me this morning. Make it be a not drink kohonum. Say, okay, yes. It should be a factor in my decision making here. So when people decide to throw some of these things at you, I don't have a problem with it. Obiat nature because Obeka say elections is not about who can do the job, who can win as the power. There's a school of thought like that. Say election, you know, win the power in mind because it's better to be the leg of a party in power than the head of a party in opposition. So there's always that general belief that okay, it's strategically. I've heard people to Obisu or Ashanti regional. Obeka Chelsea say I say Baumia he might not even go to vote because he feels that his own maybe a brother from Ashanti region has been marginalized because of Asantini. Say okay, Oya Santini, you know, on to me Kobe. On me as on Asante now, they give the power to MBB. Say is the World Bank. Without the Ashanti votes, there's no way NPP should consider themselves a winning power. No can say so be Asantini at this time around. No, he doesn't stand a chance because you should take it to the north. Where Asantini there, men burn up cry. Yeah, I would say this time I not in Edeko. Then I can also as an Asante decide not to vote. I think
Canada, Japan also said something of the sort. Okay, say Omar create a party in that region too.
Because it looks
so
like
they have to handle this very, very carefully.
I've listened to a chunk of sometimes when you are doing this, you better say hold your fire because then you are entering to. I've listened to a group, a purported group of Baumiana no champion, and you know where they are coming from too.
No, but I don't have a problem. If you want to support Bamia, support Bamia. If you want to support Alan,
I don't have a problem. Alan. But they are playing the tribal card.
Yeah.
That supporter make a tribal card.
Oh, okay.
Say dear. Say you say any chance won't be. That's the whole idea. Say akufa no say because the truth is that they are fashions. By their name no be NDC na abo man say founder Rollins. It's quite one. But more their traditions. One started, maybe the Dankwa started, it got to a point the Buzia tradition came in. Buzia is fighting for that side, and there's a Dankwa for that side, and there's a Dobo for that side. So unfortunately, it is there. They have where they are coming from, but the point is that it's a common good to fight a common enemy and a common opponent. Yes, enemy there, it do be a nice war. Opponent. Say okay, me ma dream, but ya dream a pay, Buzia dream it, Dankwa dream a paint. It's like the young boom near Yade Baku. In a Dombosu there I dream a pay, I can't yanko. Because Buzia was not there from the UGCC time. He joined at a point in time. People can pardon me if I'm not so good, but at a point Buzia term also came. Near Bay also be ruling Ghana Kakranti. There were the Danquest and Fourier tests were status near there. So I'm trying to bring you to for that whole idea say okay the Dankwa tradition has finished its own. It's a card they shouldn't start playing. Who started to play that card now? Okay, say Baumia, okay, then there's a believe that okay, then you have to satisfy the noble part. Say then it should go back to Buzia part, Ashanti, Sanante, Yeba Beno. And I say Kalusha, 4 years from now, and the Yanka. She says not in a DVR, a chimney, not in a dinner coin. You see, they should stop playing those. As much as I agree that strategically it makes sense that you call now, you bet me a PC a lot of nothing votes because they will know that you see Ghana I recognize here. Because Liman has been president before, Mama has been president before, they not from the north. So should this be a northerner from MPP before the north will accept them? You shouldn't start playing those cards.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned.
They shouldn't have even bring that double in their quest for dying because
it is there. But
okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Time is on our side.
But win fair and squarely.
Akutako kuni Monica Shays is here. But our birthday wish no. Yeah, special at the Bequechi.
So
because
Abronya
de na me bausi.
But then we man by yen ko bi wo.
We are the Akutako kubeto line so nto no abeka obeka sama no. Say special party because we are not. Monica ya na aduano me kasa da na me dem ko. Mo kan ho and then I'm in a cose. Say radio no nka utie da bia na issue ankobu nse sem na aduane ambedi e. Ada bia ha na mo de betena.
Ejawom. Mindi
akonta kwaku ye lucky.
Maybe so. Very lucky, not just lucky. Lucky there's no what so. Very lucky.
Very lucky.
Exactly.
Perfectly lucky. Okay. Manucho abronya say Nanado ka say on support to Baumia Alanchire Martin Canada Japan Nanado kan onye because of our support to ono Nanado no. Nipe di na temni di say. So basically he's talking about as a the SSN kunya wa ban mu no uenya for supporting Nanado. So he's not talking in terms of
it is how same way na as a catch obia otie ye nano.
Nice or hunting or
politicians they are not there for Ghanaians, so they are there for their own selfish interest. Because you didn't hear Manu and the board for because I
what's more din Nanado attempt.
What I say, when they come to tell us they want to come and serve us, no, they are lying.
They come to serve themselves.
They come to serve themselves. Just imagine. Communicate out. My farm and
also be a chairman and Nanado, Bono chairman.
One chairman and the Nibuafu and all Kakas answer no. And people to bear in mind say. Fencing politicians are for do yo dom no. It's not for the country now. They say people should bear in mind say all Ghanaian most of the politicians in Ghana no, they are stomach politicians. Because you went there to serve, but who are I say and all person and quite when you be and or they can't say. But then we also throw a caution to them. We say Obekana Ibanuto the same 2007. Now MPP for office on more I say a bear mununti. Now Professor Asumje no nam door to door. What I say, and this is the time anka MPP for year yinanka and this for some fast now door to door. No okay because right now they are confused. They don't know who even to choose. Now more choose almost selective year crana. They say do almost say do align so as all call say they not nice so do almost so they be no those kind of stuff. The confusion is going to be there. And this is the time and this phone as capitalize on that one and they should go ahead and do what they needful. No more first a campaign message a bit to abu and I told my for assume because they'll be almost the money in bano. I can't see me bida. And Tiaseman also Babeka. It is a whole bunch of staff. Made 2024 election we know. Mubade because a normal about Kokosono. And people from one share, almost share, and then this for also almost share. But Abronya and some of the communicators, some of this stuff, you don't have to.
Okay,
you have to.
Move on for time constraints.
No, that's all. I mean, you don't have to even say it outside.
Okay.
Go to the internal. Say this is what is happening. Now say now mobile say now Baba Montana Belcasia. Now say Munina no a man ambassador make dry. You don't want to do anything to help the country.
You just want to milk us. Okay, Mr. Who or Facebook, drop your messages. Who or YouTube, I bet me the messages about mon share video no who say viewership na increase because ropa. Mumma likes, love. Julius, and then you are the fan for the day. Julius Normesco Kuma. Big brother, thank you so much for the love. Stephen also say you couldn't have said it any better, Manucho. We have become so petty with everything. Why should tribal lines determine who becomes a flag bearer and not credibility? Must it be hook or crook for a two-term vice president to be a substantive president? We are in the 21st century, please. We need thinkers and not tribal challenge. Yeah. Wonderfully crafted. Francis Lamisi Punamani says, hey Francis, Yafio, or see they should take their country. We move. I like that. Says I know more than I'm from mine. Now, Francis, we move out. We go to now by US and now Let's know. Frances Ghana. She's watching us from Takrady.
Ghana for you for na Bosuo kono. Omufia.
Okay. Yeah, move on. What I say I think the ex Gracia ni hiamo. And as Attorney General ne Aisha Huande. Aisha Huande. Okay, mama share. Now Attorney General say obe prosecute Aisha Huan for both current and previous offenses. Yeah. Manasa Azure say Nanadu should resign. Say Nanadu ntumi mfa na ba kese no emma obi etiko wona ban mu empanish enyi nipedi. Na Aisha Huan we odi Ghana abro a yesi e deport no. Na watumi asa ba Ghana sneaky through immigration hin of abewura mu. Na watumi aba beji Ghana card. Na yeda so ti hono Nanado emma has enrolled here. Manasa thinks Nanado should roll, but Attorney General is now prepared to prosecute Aisha Huan. Yes, there are a lot of headlines. Maybe more Kasana, maybe Remabuamo.
Yeah, me sure say maybe he was not the one substantively there, but I've been sorry on one.
What do you mean?
Now, Attorney General.
Okay.
Oh, Sisiano.
I say they didn't mind the Attorney General.
Yeah, because the Attorney General then, or Kusikia, they are almost friend lowly prosecutor.
Yeah.
Say on yebium.
On follow case. Interest in the case.
And that was the time senior minister, ex-senior minister, I say no then advisor. About America, we start here, I'm told. To come and say. For bilateral sino hydros it can be $2 billion be a bentino see a prosecuting a lucky sikaniti yes see a Janamanako. I think that was one of the lowly placed in Ghana's history. Anytime I hear that tape I bow my head in shame. Me drive a crime park and me see me chance for 1 minute and people might think I'm exaggerating, but it was very, very, very uncalled for. Some of us who have been to China, I've stayed in China for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Ghana for what call prison or overstake echo or so and the height is less than 4 feet. What do you mean, Jinem? Musa, I saw better and I saw better now. So what Omabe you say go chrome. This is the treatment being meted out for Ghanaians just for even overstaying in China. That's a Chinese in Ghana. No, I bet you galamsey, rose root near there. Then you have guts sometimes to say some of these things that Sino hydro deal in Tienjan, and we see she coming back has really told us how a broken system that we have in Ghana, a worse system. We are being told so for Togo no buy or before Togo Eastern Corridor no the rim, yeah. Even the impetus, the
but don't we have immigration officers around the borders?
Fancy artificial borders. Maybe fancy or mountain for mountain no rim will be PA. But even still, you see the part which even got some of us off our seats is the fact that she was able to renew. One say, I just want to choose my words carefully because I followed this case very well. So Jane Ghana card no 2014.
Yeah.
You know, you renew man 2016, 2018.
I'm going to your question used to say
yes.
I was sending a message earlier.
Yes.
Said tune in here off, but Juma time now feedback. No, we are restarting machines. No, so I needed to have restarted the audio of the tuning. But Juma is working now. I think Kalusha even drew my attention.
Exactly. So. At the point in time, no when Pomba boy sound be my
on Facebook. Yeah. Next time restarting. Yeah.
We appreciate all these.
Yeah, thank you.
They listen with rapt attention. They love us. I mean, it's a family. It's a family at the table. Yeah. And now we see, man, I'm here interested. So, for 2022 August 2022, ya no ko renew or tamale. No ko Jane, Sani, new card.
Yeah.
You see, under a new name, see a friend one enk on you see Aisha Nibium 1 year, and the system flagged near Aisha one nadia. You see, but the point is that I thought the Ghana card Chroma say. Opo ye bow sanon kwandia you can go through fire come down to earth somersault. I mean she sample there you see Iris last I got to airport and born sana me room no because James say now I can't see the camera him or no because say did he tell you to watch into a camera? I said yes. So then don't joke with the American system.
Yeah.
You see, because they know fingerprints. I say people are being smart with it.
Yeah, man, for me,
so now he will tell you watch into a camera, into a picture. He's going for your iris. Open source to any brass when you from. Maybe that's the only way it can help you now. So you see, you have a robust system. We see Ghana card no cause non-resident Ghana card. We all know. You don't even know what you are saying. Ghana card you Ghana now we American we are there you bet a Ghana card the course card whereby no you are trust to non-resident near young residents no so yeah there. The point is that we want to count everybody in Ghana near the end. I don't understand how this woman was able to renew her card. Because in all this simple say, you see, I listened to I read an article away. I don't want to call him pseudo vice president, where Gabio Chedakun saying that even in robot systems, people are deported find their way back. No, be say massa UK, UK passport. Me deported so back to the UK.
Yes, exactly. No. Sometimes I'm on phone to quite an inti. Ebi mutumi can some the defend
America deported who go for Alabama near the end no could do Ghana and also was be America. Fine, maybe you see. I work and agrees that maybe I work for Canada, no for both, even we be real. There are people like that.
This all fast away.
Yeah, people come. Anybody store away. Slow away. Yeah, store away. But maybe I'll be back. Any day you can run away from that. People here be sure America deport you be power, but was in America, Groma. People maybe on you, but yeah,
you be catch him say okay, and no for Canada.
They stand by. We have to agree to that part there. That's why I'm not too worried about she coming back. You see, she had the effrontery to come back because we played it loosely. Or chair and say we did something bad. But remember, President Nabason said there was a time, of course, some forabi, small boy BBC no say he feels it was a mistake for not prosecuting the woman. I think it's on record that the president has ever said this before. You travel for man out on crime. Nyame na say yi na ban biom. Nyame na sign na ba say ojinudi. You see, the woman even has shops in Ahojo. I've taken time to watch videos. So mo be a Chinese in go enim or mo ton local staff near there. You saw babet na honom. Na so na nimesi o. Obi enim say Aisha nini. So what are we doing in Ghana? There's even a school of thought that the woman never left Ghana near the because you see foreign embassy near the security near people are interested in documents. Most of them deported. Come and prove to us, because you came to sit on and say that the woman has been deported. The next moment the woman has been arrested. People feel that the woman might not have gone anywhere. Na oba COVID time no ba be share baby here. It's been here it's been in Ghana for a year.
Yeah.
Doing same galamsey. To the extent that we tumi akọ just a Ghana card ni bi. Na maybe say Ghana card ni say
bon have respect for Ghana,
because we treated disdain, repugnant. The more you listen to this story, very insipid. Where as much as I more I don't agree with Manasseh, this one dear, I'm forced to agree with him in the sense that so when you nana say then we have a broken bad system. Because if this woman could walk back to Ghana, still do same activities, go and take some cards, na passport bank crown or send buy a mode card, renew the card in the man. Yes, stamping way. You see, you hear some of these things and you sit back and realize that what are we doing in Ghana? Obey the bonnie to say galamsey near the watch check Ghana for jelly or match check of excavators. Or no was say yenjano or some was yenjano because of Sino Hydro. Bribe said they yenjano no man and now yes I see Kabiba boy. You don't even talk like that after so many years working with California, the experience you've gathered over the years. This is not how you should talk for diplomatic way. Not say to make it simple. Maybe the only good news for me is that the woman yame asana ya brain. Yeah. The case yani yesi yechum. Yani yesi unyansa. Sometimes we should accept that we've now been sensible enough. Because why do you convince me that then you cancelled it? Sometimes in Punti I don't want to use some words. I wish I was sitting on my own Facebook, YouTube. Because Ubeja to me say you did it, then you cancelled it. It was a mistake. Because you can say, okay, first case in Gramesa because it was not deterring enough. You didn't deter Chinese for. As we sit here now, there are still Chinese, a lot of Chinese in Ghana. Your Chinatown near they are still in Ghana. The galamsey has even taken another form.
Talking about galamsey, Krano, Elembele, some kind of Elembele DC story.
Yeah, me chromo. I wanna me fee.
Oh, I wanna fee.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. What the galamsey be remunting am di we can say. Police arrest Elembele DC following scuffle over missing excavators retrieval. Almost all retrieval excavators no maku miensa.
It's a whole story on its own.
On its own.
Dissect, also head of Dissect, district way no security. Then we are excavators.
District Security Council.
Yeah, excavators are here saying that people feel should go to the police. Police honestly say no, it should stay with them because there's no trust. Excavators na mpone ya che no, and excavators omo nam kwan no so.
And
ya chira ye fancy.
Miensa Ayra
I mean, who does this? And as he says, excavation. Galamsey, a no chrome, who come and cram Sonia dia. People are also because of mobile phones. Obi. So this is one story. No, I think that the more you hear, and I woman ban obe renew. So you couldn't take a fingerprint again. You see,
so the question is, the system is still porous regardless of the Ghana card.
This Ghana card tennis. Oh, na Ghana for no pona mu deserve it like unyanya. Who could do Ghana or cheap on say Ghana news here.
Yeah, 20 now 2 kind.
Marriage style company must foreign and you budget Ghana any $1,000, maybe $2,000. I mean, we don't even want people to come and invest in Ghana, and you know they are Ghanaians just by paper. No, baby, because they want to travel around the world. Yeah. You just frustrating them. You are frustrating them. You can't want to me who.
Mami ko Kalusha abotre you can say ajubre Kalu Ashan wadan for pa no or your best friend. Hey Kalusha after Ashan one you wadan for
opo sanse se mu ba na mero aho papa aka so ese misu.
Oh,
because how could you say okoji busian o say ekura say bi ode bia no mo person baby bina de bia mo na mo jiji bosia bona sa na beba. But business is business, and then friends say social ties is and economic ties is economic ties. What am I saying? What China what koji a year anti my neutral example or say amount for more China woman so mo bosia and I know any papa say that bilateral relationship obi ko China no ko din semu na omo chiritum also omo chiritum anti say ashanwan no government na eyi say omra ha me serve eya na or ambassador to Ghana na
there be onye diplomat
or just a citizen of China and waba into po empeni for the men any person no modi man 50 years from now no ya hwe ya China foi opoda na me hu ashanwan na me google am hwe China for about 42 rivers o hwe ni nyani kroji on about more than 42 rivers awo ni kroji na de kakra na won no omo se no sai so omo se no say so ni na say su timbia ko boni dim.
Hold on obeto aso yemfa sidama dan auto repairs na Dr. Kwabi Scientific Herbal Center almost so boy chidom na Eric Kwache ohene say opo this Chinese woman has proven to the world how loose the security apparatus in Ghana. We claim to be on top of security, with all security couples making huge sums of money. But as usual, it's still Nyamebechere Republic. I like that. Nyamebechere Republic. As a Nyame and Dia I say Nyame I'm sure minor. Oh, it's called that watches the city, yeah. The way I cast as I say Ghana card. Bank account to crap because me your bank account and now my bank friend says hey they say that after this you can because sometimes when I need money if you need be me first can acquire then I authorize her to give money to be so lady and now will be my email what she say after I'm extending so 2 or 3 months and this I go cause from there mean to me cry operate me bank bill
so can I say there
either I just have a background ebenya phone number Esanya Ghana card na me answer no more area the account will go be dormant by Esan ke bia yen wa amano no
okay they will keep it there till you come
maybe till you come
America na continue Australia
I thought say maybe the Ghana card was very 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 security detailed as I see no enya easy senko bibe but it's easy like that Kalutu aso
adia ha Ghana say ye dey a friend saying business mengo with the pressure because I just Ashan Wayne or a China ni US woman amount for bilateral cooperation but over her we try a show and why do you have to even allow Obia Ashan Wayne now or nobody take not politicians now almost turn at you that is what is making the team so and you penny for ya to about more almost man anymore na momu jejam ho sei na obi firi ni kromo onu ayi rivers omu kromo ni ya hwan na ya mo say de na enkurasefo bi a omu kwa pipe nyando na omu nu ayi wo because last time ayi bai na ya za ayi mercury any sign na de ya na ya kan wasemi and this sign idea maybe cook in 5 years time no Ghana crowd manchis crack or chef from cra one share day ebo ba ko dia bewu but that's what is happening now. Ghana and Yaba, you know, Ghana, you know, that's a sign, I don't know. I'm sure I person, I'm sure young guys, he say, Omania, if kidney failure, liver problems, those kind of stuff, because of this stuff.
First, Ghana, would be a Mekaisa time, and I mean, Papa Mo, equal fuming. Now, you use a dear friend fertilizer cry, and you should be a foam that because your assassin is so fertile. Would do a fool now. Yeah, me papa say ne ye fu obo ankra area ho ho no odo afu no kra menken no to da yitutu ntem because efu bebre eba bebre say ye hye ne pam wi a eba bebre ti si tutu ndisa om say bobo ho ye mfa. I'm just buttressing the point you are making, say now your assassin is so fertile.
Opo enti Ghana say system am for bebre abeba software bebre enti ye ntumi mfa bi enye friends ye borders no you to be fan no be crazy so crazy yenya man for kro mom nko kra na you to be nye small software bia e betumi a capture obi owura yin mu friends illegally ana now you just go just like that obekwo baby you come like kenis you not the na ko say wo ye bibi
okay but me
ye wie kra na at times they even someone who cry now mo betuma akọ run it I should say what happened they can't do that one you are saying you are in the your friends saying IT you know say global world na ko say no I subscribe a word na won IT system no I say mama ni adwuma na mo jai and one kitikiti because they have to say almost say o mind one person mo no koya enye say friends saying loose migration system ya mama no way o obehwe opokura nyanya ikwa na bia ahyaman a okofa togodi bai obehwe kra na kotoka kra no ye ka se ekwa kohwe okra na immigration officers wo okra no kapra bia edi ama no na ojai enoma na enoma bia nko basanti Ghana de obehwe na bibi etosima na amabo say no mo rashi ba bibi ansi de no ma edi nkofo no ma mo di fam di ba Ghana no opo ukokotia sefem na me say ahyan wan those kind of stuff no you make sure say no obi your business eno nche say o me take o me fa your country no emboso because say China for no o ma be fa country na boso ahwe ya what time no o me pam ye fi Ghana no you mu be be because your mind for no say o mo kokoje busia wo China for wonti o me be di semu no ha o mo chi o mutum China for kro mo ho na o mo nanu ya ye say o ma kochi nkofo China for be 80 on buy no more am kokko Ghana say no o mo permit
okay
o mo ni permit enso o mo betra kan na o mo from kro wo di ye
do what they want
they do what they want no be di ye be fire sika I say ye the boy kro no man no mo o man say the ko mu krom o mi ara masan de akoto da ya wa so mo to no akoto no dollars o no mo say be boy man.
Okay, King Kalusha is not happy. King Kalusha says he's very sad today because of Ashahwan. Nam ka say Ashahwan yana down for but say Ashahwan yana down for cry. Yen pick your last topic now fi yen na yema callers in brem. Ne ehwe President former President Mahama say oba obe review ex gracia na saa asem yakofa nsem bebre abama abronye apart from sit osi nanado eka so support to be a disappointed to support no onu so say Mahama eje ex gracia there was saa contest no waje onye na eno na abronye edi adanside bi aba a ekere se ampa omampani dada Mahama eje ex gracia payment of 14 million Ghana cedis in 2013 or at any other time during his 25 years or so on GB and abronya the evidence aba na eno evidence na abronya de beto abonten no say ene ya no program ya no evidence ne buy na Ghana web and all the other websites post here but omampani Mahama so say enya no kre Mahama denial of Abronye's DC's 14 million ex gratia claims. Now, the office of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has become aware of another false and scurrilous claim by a member of the New Patriotic Party, Kwame Bafu, that former President Mahama took home the fattest ex gratia of 14 million Ghana cedis in 2013. We urge the public to ignore the unintelligent rants of the said Kwame Bafu, who has gained notoriety for fabricating and propagating falsehood on behalf of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo against John Mahama. His claims are false. President Mahama never took any such ex gratia payment of 14 million Ghana cedis in 2013 or at any other time during his 25 years of distinguished public service. Fortunately, ex gratia payments are a matter of public record and are available in the office of the Chief of Staff or the Controller and Accountant General's Department. We challenge the office of the Chief of Staff and the Presidency to provide proof of the payment of any such amount and stop using idle miscreants among its ranks to spread falsehood. It would be surprising if any such payment had been made to the former president and has not been reflected in any of the numerous Auditor General's reports presented to Parliament since 2013. We know that it is a stock in trade of President Akufo-Addo and his cronies to launch a campaign of calumny and false allegations against the personality of President Mahama anytime they have their backs against the wall. As usual, the latest falsehood is a failed decoy to suppress the national discussions about the hardship Ghanaians are going through because of the clueless, inept, hopeless incompetence and the poor governance of the Akufo-Addo and the Bawumia administration. It is a porous response to John Mahama's promise to urgently relook and review issues related to the emolument of Article 71 office holders, including ex gratia payments. We want to reiterate that points made by President Mahama recently that a next NDC government will run an administration with a leaner government and a far less ministers than Ghana has ever seen, and ensure a cut in waste and exercise of frugality in everything government does. The NDC is also committed to the implementation of a review of the 1992 Constitution, which should, among others, place a cap on the number of Supreme Court justices and face issues of Article 71 head on. Kalu, Manu Joe.
For me, it's multifaceted. Now, this is a topic that I can run and run. Say me in how many minutes? 5 minutes.
Yeah,
5.
I mean, just try. Wait to my end saying 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you see, it's opens a lot of
doors.
Yeah.
Oma Penny Mahama say. Omo infina bia no magisika ex gratia say di nim no. Oba obe review.
Yeah.
Kana man for sure say me chim say the ya.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, it's good.
Kana man for sure say omo ka say wajia free time obey MP since 2013. Ntafe aden afe na no nya 2013 kwa we 2013 de ba no mo say waji 14 million ba say ono free MP kra che no mo che say waji sika na bia di afe de aden na obeka say obe review na oba abonti meka say ono onye ye friend say ex gratia eno na abronye de adansidi ba abonti ne say waji 14 million since 2013 na omo so de krata we aba say abronya ko manufacture entro na ode be say omampani Mahamadin na abribia Ghana ho chire yen amanfo kam so man mu aye den CD kosoro petrol bo cost of living ye high bia no na o ma sheda pe NPP ni bia otemu ne say miscreant amu betumi ayuso no na se bi na no ya na bibisa na wabetwa ntrato omampani Mahama so na che say no be topic of the day na omo de magana for refi ahoyehia ne ohawo a omo namu na sa krata we a Kwame Abronye ede ba abonten no Ghana for emumu eya horohoro asem no kre bi anim na sa omo se yampa se omo tua sika ma omampani dada Mahama se utua ex gratia na eko Ghana sabi Accountant General's Department and Chief of Staff enso so enkrata asemu na a public record enti Auditor General report so se pm enti se yampa na se omo so omo tua 14 million ama omampani dada Mahama omo so omo challenge na ado ne na aban no se omo fa record no mra no bia hunu bi nti sa omo ka se Mahama nyi 14 million bia entro no ma shada person mu twa to no so na omu esisa Ghana fo adwene na omu yi Ghana fo adwene efri enema pa o se oba obeye baako o se obesisa Ghana obe review Ghana constitution no mienu Supreme Court judges no o se obe cap no say 9 esese enya 9 nyeze president bia ba no akofa bi ne yeko anim saa na de to so bi o san se ex gratia no so obe review nti o se saa ne man ya o mampani ye se next NDC government bia ba obeye no na MPP fo pese o mo twe Ghana fo adwene free ho na o mo esai no kra nsa na waba na nti enom de krata we aba said the amount for being said Mahama any 14 million bia Mami started with
you see because it has various dimensions as here because the truth is that for Mahama if he says he review, some of us wanted to say that I'll cancel, but the truth is that enshrined in the Constitution, Article 71 of his holders in identity. Some of these things, I say sometimes when you have a referendum and somebody to me because entrenched clauses are and this American amendment, there are still some you will need to take it back to the people who agreed on the Constitution. You see, because maybe they say he as a person, he even formed the committee in 2013. I remember so
Professor Mills
Yeah, no, on one Samson time he formed one.
No, Kasa Oba Professor Mills committee now no. Say he was the vice then. And I think it's on head
Mama set committee to determine salaries of Article 71 way.
Yeah, no, Constitution the other day
reforms. Yeah, but it's good. It's a good contribution because they are not forming in January 2016. Like at least the point is that once it's here for Mr. when emolument committee now, they even determine salary simple. There is this general belief that salaries are better than the previous one. In the Saudi fee office, mama, now you are forming another committee.
Yeah, no man.
Near determine salary, near there are more back pay. Near some source the amount near there. You see, the only good thing I can say with him is that he's saying that about review. Sometimes review crap on is ambiguous. I have a problem with that word. Sometimes use the word cancel. Okay, so be canceller because Ghana to be offended. That's why you might have all your problems with him, but he's shown the way. Because but maybe 365,000 Ghana citizens. But in principle, the principle is what you are all asking for. That why would somebody work for Ghana? You give the person allowance after 4 years. No, what sense is the money say Jennifer. I mean, it doesn't really make any very good sense. I mean, framers of the Constitution, sometimes you wonder what they were thinking. We agree. The board more years maybe are, 10 years maybe, or dynamic is a former minister, MP, normally for Ladadeko to Ponce, or why broke. I mean, after he was offered because be unfunny, blah blah blah. So sometimes
it was a very pathetic story when I read it too.
You read it too. Exactly.
You get privileged to be a member of parliament for so many years. Honorable Ben Aye. Yes. How long has he been out of parliament?
Exactly.
Is he not surviving? He has his businesses. It's up to you to utilize your now the former Mike Tyson when you broke. Management issues are different from or money to my amount.
Interesting is my uncle, so I can confidently talk about my people. I mean, sometimes these things are you hear them and you can evaluate them. I mean, from La Hopa, my uncle pa. So sometimes I know what goes into some of these things. Very unfortunate coming from after so many MPs. But the truth is that Mahamano, you formed a committee and you've had some of it. You see, well, for now, no, I agree with him is that. He's come out to say that on 1GB, we have people in power. They have access to the books. Why are they not the ones talking? But they give it to somebody to throw some of these things out there to create mischief or what? And besides, so Mama 1G. Is it that you didn't endorse it for people around you to take it? What time will be 1GB and I said then? You see, those are some of the things. Power. Where I am a bit happy is that also on your chance no bar obey review. I think that Ghana no be am kasi to be third force, but I see pressure groups. Bibi do no America crowd democracy here, Republican and Democrat, to be Nigeria or PDP, NACP near there. These things you can't to be the third one heading. But he's saying pressure groups to put pressure on some of these people. Because at the end of the day, say if Mama tells me that Obo be cancel, na so when I was so paper or no to bank I saw be cancel, people will make decision on that. because you don't understand why when you have a position you share more allowances now we na wo kwa wasanjiska. And some people are justifying it that they deserve that money. He will tell you that because the constitution says it. Ghana ni person that wa won wopo. We to me share MP no be say do you need 4x4? Yeah, me 4x4. Me come me cry say kwan yes say. No I say be say but won here we a monument and I say sir esgashana oh say the constitution na. When they are pushed to the wall, they only tell you that is what the constitution says because they can't make any common sense debate out of it. That they deserve that money that they are taking. So I personally think that you've gotten to that table. Our democracy is young and growing. Sometimes but I see a renewal of mind and common sense. That they don't just need it. You see, sometimes I don't know. It's a whole chicken and egg situation. We don't say president, we're selecting for say or determine some of these things, and these people become poodles to the president. If one of the ashamed the president, you're crying to medical expenses, almost say they put in a lot of frivolous things. I would teach you I want to say, what will see car? Will you be using it for such some of these unnecessary expenses? You have a wife at home, so will you hear Jumana say, we be power and I say Bibia? Why should you be giving them money? Oh baby, so let her do other works. Actually, Chroma said, "Omega just said maybe they do charity works now. They Ghana cross send a year charity out there for us to see. Once a while, baby, see Lord in a Mama Foundation, be a see baby. Fine, it is good. But beyond that, say we ain't here. We have to be paying you some of these things, as far as you are concerned. So as much as possible, I think this ex-gratia has become under a lot of weight. The good thing about politics is that when somebody is in opposition, they say some of these beautiful things. I've heard people say that let's hold them accountable for it. The background or can be as well, there will be an anaka. Yenya pressure groups are and we should sign contracts with them. Maybe I'm beginning to say first on Govokam in Jinchum. When you pay 100,000 pona, they decide that you know what, this is what you are going to do. These are my people. These are A, B, C, D. If you're able to do it, let's sign this contract. One year, you say A, B, C, D. Then we can really get some of these things out of our books because assets. Because as far as some of us are concerned, it doesn't make any realistic sense. As for President Mahama, or say at least maybe form the committee, he did blah blah blah. You see, I can say one J emolument, and then I sat back and I'm like, but I remember as vice president, you were even given a house. You felt that you should keep the house. I mean, some of these things, I think it was one of the biggest news which was in Ghana that Mr. Atani could not move to the house because he had to keep the house and he feels that I see the man that property should be kept in there. We should move away from some of these things. Before you realize you'll be building for everyone. Once you assume office, this is a building, a house for you. Once you leave, you pack your bag and baggage, then you walk out. Sometimes we don't even have to pick anything out of the place. You're creating a sec that won't fashion if you dining. The next person, if they are old, we refurbish a place for them. You should have state protocols doing some of these things. So as far as I'm concerned, my happiness is that he said that Oba Bibia found the video is not enough. But it doesn't exonerate him. Say one G scanner. So he stayed in as a vice president. Yes, people felt that he deserves that place. Yes, he is from money because Mama.
So the ex-gratia, he was willing to take it.
Yeah.
But as to whether it was given, it's also another question. We don't know that because Mekai say one of the Ofrisuna Emubi story be by no Mokase. I think it was Mokhtari, and I know Kase Mahama ex-gratia Kreso Mutiamano. They haven't paid, and NPP response came say Kofo de up till now Muntia de SM20 best start free. That was even from President Akufo-Addo. Yeah, Nanado said it say Kofo de that Muntia inti.
So in principle, the only good news is that also about BB because maybe what that you will say unnecessary money. I mean, sometimes I don't know why they are not bold enough to say I will cancel it. because review near they are semantics.
Yeah.
Because over now just one city crowd will review. It been because I reduce work drastically. Or buy and what is a cranny say I say what is so drastically and so what it didn't put a number to it. So as far as I'm concerned, these are things that's a government, you know, so they should sometimes act as men with balls and stop some of these things that you give it to a brown to come and throw figures into the atmosphere to create unnecessary chaos. But unfortunately for me, that's why sometimes I have problems with the journalists too. Sometimes I listen to political debates and I get mad because who as a journalist knows so what extra effort they take we go put you over just RTI in Ghana is not working and you come before ABC but my just okay he took the money you try and the check way say when nobody knows. But sometimes why I hold the government accountable that the current government has been mischievous is that so who gave that figure to I brought you to go and throw it out there. So I send by here so on your government official but also people like Gabini I brought your money I strategically been placed to be talking a lot of politics and a lot of government issues, but you can't hold them accountable for what the things that they say. It doesn't make sense to some of us, as far as we are concerned. Unless the government feels Geo, they don't want to talk about it. But Abronya going out there, they should even sometimes shut him up. Because at the end of the day, you're opening a can of worms. Or none of the presidents and say, call you miscreants in here. Because sometimes you allow yourselves. Yeah, well, he mentioned it boldly, say, accountant auditor general,
accountant and controller general.
They should be able to account for some of these monies.
Yeah. And I'll say a public record.
So why will Abronya throw it 40 million? A lot of money out there. The man says I did not take it. Then it turns the new topics. Why should you be living in some of these things? I mean, I'm hoping that this should be a running story. It shouldn't die just like the way other stories die. But the most important thing here is that we should force him to say that when if we don't need Esgracia. I will do everything in my power. Last time I was speaking to a friend, I said, politicians, okay, they've taken us for granted for a long time.
For a very long time. Mami kwa Kalisha about taking us for granted, right?
Yeah, for
okay, Mami Kawe, America here. Ghana politician be ya take here for granted. Na my J Mama Kalisha no so the na fi fa calls nikakra. But I contact ku birthday is around the corner. The Auditor General says Ghana Honorary Consul General in Houston. Unse Nana Dubai and Omukasom baby Consul General Omukasom the Grabeba Wista Hanaji Senka Ope visa ube renew passport near there. You don't have to go to either New York or Washington or wherever. Omukasa I have cry second after whatever but and you mako be Houston. Now I was some abani say consulate now say consulate now visa fee or GG wa under declare. Usha menim Kalusha.
System.
Hey, AG indicts Ghana's honorary consul general in Houston for under declaring visa fees. Into your visa fee, no so per visa no Joe say $300 and now $200 and no akokas or G50. Ghana
weak work system.
Consulate one or represent no. In its 2021 report, the Auditor General said the Consul General was found to have collected 100 for each standard visa application, but only accounted for 60 to the state. Inti obiaji visa bakubia $40.
Wow, see.
Bia nipa bakubiaji 40 visa bakubia. Inti just look at Ghana, Houston, Ghana for guano.
So sometimes you wonder the arrangement which into no if you Ghana buy and say I'm be contracts on yen on this can go bottom. Ube come no near finance a private person.
Therefore, the amount he declared
the operator Houston crown Ghana.
I'll not be surprised.
Where standard visa? I don't know G60. Na mama manu cranes na mo
Houston crown.
You haven't done that until me
No, one time be man before by.
We can find out. These are within your regions.
Buy a chest, I in a buy check. But they're gonna need no pretty agent. No pretty. Oh, agent. Yeah.
No, but that's it is some part. We are not conclusive yet, right? But if it is true, I'll be very, very disappointed. Ghana for good room entrepreneurs, businesses amount for being a day. Nasa in Ghana buy ma contract to an agency. Say be I don't think consulate there because of Fabonte for sir.
Now say we need acquire say instead of a consulate, me sure say a center just for visa issues. We are there in New York.
Yeah, but say the consul general. That's the name. It's part of.
Yeah, until e be an human so be no dey about.
This is we start there now come be any say they said they were going to hire people. The government will hire you and pay you. So I'll be shocked that with the moment I speculate about what we do, we can find out.
Yes, anyway.
Best speculative. We can find out. Houston,
they'll take you to the way.
It's a
therefore, the amount he declared and paid to government chest was 60 for each 100 that was received. He also charged 200 each for express visa processing, but accounted for $100. Between September 2018 and September 2019, the honorary consul general at the Houston consulate, honorary consul general at the Houston consulate levied each visa applicant 100 and a 200 for express service, for which he accounted for 60 and 100 respectively. The audit report revealed. And also in total he accounted for 4.5
458,000
and 900 and
800 and 900
and out of 800 at this kind of almost half, leaving a difference of 354,000 unaccounted for. It's got 354,000 and on FIR SNK Eco Ghana we know the only thing we have to find out say or a Ghana ni and now Ghana ni, which I can find out
how the process is, because I believe maybe you just gather it and brings it to New York. Now we issue visa and all that stand the call because no. So it's an just I know it's
but it doesn't matter.
It's a contract to someone who
is. No, if it is a contract with agreed terms, the auditor general will not indict them. That is the point. Careful because I said the auditor general I indicted. No,
I agree with you, but the point is that the person should not be taking all that. So you got any 100 and not 60. It doesn't make sense.
That's the point.
It's different. But so let's do more with
but the essence, okay, so much take for granted. No time, visa fee chromojo akrade under declaring. Kalusha, my member so na no, my way so young call. President
Mahama yana meka. Opo this is me I don't even me amentiase. So obi kokoye ejuma 4 years na yase 10 times kapudu esgracia. Na the money here he kra wum kwa say obi ti ho be for because 20 years, more than 20 years, and I'm since 92, 30 years. Obi ako 4 years. Chairman Sam, still continue doing. And to me, I review the crown. So can review crown. The word review, you can review to increase it, or you can review to decrease it. Another make me boy.
Oh yes.
And when you talk about a year, review is a vague.
No. I think so. Reading that now. I say, obet tissuama omone. Obia like civil workers no abepe like
no,
that's right, that's the point. So in Tiusha it's not on the other way. It's in the way of Chimuno.
The word should be cancelled. That's what we in your
4 years. Why do you see
now? The says it will be at our Obiachawan as Omo say Omo Obiako. And don't this kind of moment.
So you should remove it from
you should remove that you know. Sir,
I think we've been talking about this ex-Russia thing when I was in Ghana. I'm in your politics. I check 80 President Biaba no I did me say for time. It came up when Rollins was going there. I said Rollins Ijiwe. Kufuor did nothing about it, maybe. And then Kufuor came. Kufuor came. Wait. Now say cars na count. I say more.
No, but na every year be ani assessor. I mean,
I so much forecast. Say cars na there. Sa no munyi no mo ye. Enti na
cry siren na there na go voice no.
Omuba they buy new cars because President we car what no. That's what happens. That's what they do. And
from this a year across
don't we have to even but the question I'm for Bizan say Mahama that no better. Why now? Maybe he's seen the cries are getting louder. There's more hardship now, which as I say a balance public life and the ordinary citizen. Don't you think that?
Oh, dear, I mean,
for even thinking that
you cannot take anything because if you are beginning no go inside, no, and no maybe or no pay into a cotton chain, say, and your bar for a man, got a formal chance for fra to be able to correct those mistakes. But then, share article when it's a constitution, and it's clearly means say Ghana politicians, this constitutional way, now they wanted to do use articles to enrich themselves. They did not want to serve the country. Because as I know in Ecuador, now one but I say, decide no more mama baby because of my critical traffic na developing young baby and now cruise caputo the ma first parliamentarians in ministers nyaka on be obia kobia na cruise asking na ma na parliamentarians kwa na area ko obi 4 years no akọ no aba no asan beji 4 years no akọ no asan beji na babe Jajawo first semester Bosuo mutaka mu na no mo come beja opo enkoye etimi de kananka be me de so make say instead of the review no say I will remove it nanka aye but I said to review ni there me that don't me side we on kwa because I don't know say omo yi film cause we had adam me twa ka wie o serve man me twa ka wie yes first come na omo adwuma for no omo ye omo pension no and every 4 years and first can even come more because obi akwa pension tete a ye man 2 cities no I didn't call any review call through scan the man or di fi on so I scan the man do first will be adwuma pension be first 1980 no nyan wi a they say this guy oja no beje omo di be kan omo fa bi kan no mo say every year bia because me sure say Rollins if you hono monument committee omo am kwai ska mo ye no monument for yi ska mo de kwai enya sa the same thing akofo bebo the same thing na Mahama dey omo review akosoro what I say na den try buy no mama na nkofom nti me dey opo the word should have been said you remove excration no quite a book on mine because money is in this case every time piano and no market say me as we are yes and market say we are not saying a quite say quite pebusia a sky a shilling or parliamentarians you win ya ka say no
much tackle Mahama say I don't know that one review it is not a non review the one just like you also said say maybe it's better late than never at the end kunye until should we say what is no one review until say ne also review na bebo man in case he gets another chance ma onyana
opponent say TSA ye tumi ko bibi we wi I do it say can be say
the next chance
I'll do those kind of stuff until no obi no no we hu say bia say na money team to kokotna che no say Sadi okra say na man for ka sunwi me kokko ende me I will not take anything away from him because wa baby da na okoye no fi say sadi na omode ma nkofo bebe na mwanti oba nka be de kan word say ko we ye fio ba lo so be review no wate so ama ne omo ye adwuma wo other sectors na ayepa fine ba me de nka oya it say na man for so cry say that constitution na ho no the Ghana constitution is so porous they have to review it nanti atamis den kwa oye na omo so mo da beto no omo ntumi ehwem ana president Akufo-Addo ontumi kokofa na onkom because akokwa say this na ye no le bia omo ye na say obi kokoya no ma ye say political parties no omo ye so omo ya mama Ghana atamis kokoya say review no enye Ghana ska ode ye and so so tagging say friends say and this for na ye so I didn't call ya bana be boy man it is high issue say obi kokoi bibia na ye tag so and this for the ye ntina ye be boy man na e ja ato man ase no opo kwan bebre e constitution omo no me ye ni ye na me de ko ka chem say go ye fu a kamene be ya adwen pa na review ni there.
But some review could lead to cancellation. At least that's the first thing.
Make it lead to also staying.
No, in the context of review now, there is no way say Bekosro.
We cancel. Mr. Cancel. And how do you say what's your stand? Who say you think it should stay there, but the money is too much? Personally,
no.
I am of the view that we don't need.
We should take it off. So be a retirement plans.
Exactly.
Yeah, they
so
just like ordinary work.
Reason why I joined my pressure group that we want a president who will tell us that I will cancel.
I think if there is anybody we have to reward after office, it feels say a president and vice. Period. President, just like president and vice. Here we are.
But they can't work again. You be home now. I mean, those things they are fine because it comes with its own added pressure. That every time about with its own added pressure that once you become a president, there's no way you can work for Ghana again. Maybe I be more way ambassadorial role be near there.
So I'm of the view say president and it may be vice there fine, but to the point he said judges money executive way chief executive
took back fed because every 4 years but no man master 365
and you took back fed and omo 7 years na ani omo 7 years I don't know why say on penny there
he becomes the doyen here between their castle and they even had problems with him Paul Adomochi telling say he's being critical now there but at the end of the day I mean he just feels that a board member he went there 4 times a year 2018 to 2022 said they now say wait 2016
mo kasa na yama yemi phone lines never calls no kakra nhim na afi yewia na ya sorry so number id adwuma no say di munim no 508 304 9394 508 304 9394 obetumi afre ofra na ode wadwenkyere e de aba ene say di munim samo ye boss no ye hwe owura kwabna je Japan samo a maka say ye flashback kakra na the current issues no so frafra owura kwabna je Japan samo kan ye difa Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ho say ya bo ya kire ya dwen sanso na abronye de a ono so de betu dwa se nanado ama sesi a asa nensesi form ti ono pa de so obi beka say support we ni pa de o se enya ade a obeye ebio ti abronye nso de no Masa dance one for you na ma ya babu abronye nso de no ye hwe se osina nado wa regret so support Nanado as flag bearer and Mahama so ye flashback promising to review ex gratia abronye nso edebetu dwa se Mahama age 14 million Mahama office ede krataba se onye ex gratia bia from 2013 na omo kan it is amu evidence or challenge Akufo-Addo na aban say we call controller and accountant general department auditor general baby a public record omo famra sanso na lady of the mo fanche me kofu kakra lady of the me can say man on a friend say me man a title the lady of the moment Aisha Juan and so nsem no yeah papa attorney general I feel they will say why ready so be prosecutor no and also yeah hwe ho nsem ebo boss so na ye de ebrem hi Unity Radio 103.9 if we sabre equal dey be phone lines no dey amamo musu mo betumi afre 508 304 9394 508 304 9394 508 304 9394 ufra na musu mo de a mo e de abi p de ya kan so obetimi na ya adwen obetimi so disagree with us na ye nyina ya to adwen na ye ko yanim okay ma men call line so hwe se manya obi oso a na ye beba akonta kwadwo so hey I don't know why do I keep saying kwadwo
akonta
kwaku onim nyina the same mimi ya kwaku ono so ye kwaku ye beba akonta kwaku so very soon na ya bebo no birthday nyuma man after the calls Monica Osei ene makonta ene o ma relax a o mo chill a o mo di eye birthday kese pa enche menya me pension nana or fasia me den be call retirement okay nana ojambo ama apom to say
me samo so ho ye
nyanko pardon ya ho ye pa nana
to ana ke ana fi Mr. Kujo contency and you about one or one and pa. I'm not teaching I'm not close to ya feel we find I can see a moment. And what I'm saying, oh for Kajiripe, Prunam and a papa area or not close to Avenue. Oh minka niti asa ponchipedia na minimum so a chom so person baby the only na say never born about so pa no fidi so yeah flashback the ka be type or fidi ya so na me ka fa say me ura mamudu da me about 2 MPP America no and you say me dey born me ye nwene me atum 1992 ye dinu akoten 91 but for ekeka ne mabom nyina ne edina asibi 92 aprake to na me fupo eteta balance so enye fara to be bi ye call 2008 ye call ye go opo friends gimpa ho ye koye card ma opo omra bo chiwaka yiri penipo mo mbayin posto ama e konso esibi ana wo penipa bia ombe jatum obi be fami ko me koye photo for us na omonya number na ye kansa ka me sai bi krama me ndoso no ma onya ne party card eji abia bi see we bi na akosibi so ye fa so me running mate ya me say o me di president na won se say na me too so so company say na me tell me opinion say o opinion so I think am o company say o mo ka fa there o mo take look at am if you be a company bonidi and it is that the anyama why you no ho you ni anyama press no ko to anyama wa say abon so ho o ka sa say ni say the dia on the e go no na dey try the course you go you ko ayi e first akra akoto abakra babayala e yo mo say go go akra the new and go ndi akra babayala ayi akra sports stadium konosa ya koto ba on na sinya no company company say you guys go do me but then we see say the fata be ka say ko dia no mo tiate kinya mo say you are going to the casa to the company so you ma papa go good legacy no to say nema you na esa sabidi last a half time dia nema ya de o kan so ya na o man o ma ti na sa wan so you know say company from family mo de pa mo ma ni we to the ya to mo na security what you are here ha ma mi ya pa saba let's say as so the people we no na ko be boni bi ko and you can for mo delegation ya bia ana o figure is na say and the thing you do my ha ya no mo so we sa ku bi no o ye pa ko o ye boni ya sa ko no to mi na ya ha no mo e ne ma ba sa to mo boni ke kana na we sa ku ni ma so
okay thank you very much yeah that's in no jam olma apom ti sen
opo national
apom ti sen
me pa so yo na so e
radio adom nso ho de mind you
yo po de di kan ma mentia chairman 1 chairman Kojoago NDC chairman po che nka de
loud and clear go ahead and make your point
what the chairman ka
chairman wa hapa metene ka yeah
we say me chiano kwansoro nko so ai na me pa me godfather Mr. Danso of Dan Auto Repairs so ma mention on the nancy me tani ni share on Facebook pa opo ma mention no opo say utie me de
olma udam yanko
yo opo mpenyin se o hwehwa abrewa na se wo hu no na sa de eche na ko sumi na so na ko to se pataku ada ne nan opo e ma ho dwene e wo mu ayenko hwehwa abrewa bio opo ma jo say
no kasanya me no ada olma are you listening to something different obi anka hwe mitio pa
me sin penyin san so hwe abrewa na wa hu no na ade ati na ko sumi na so na ko to se pataku ada ne nan na ho dwene wo mu ayenko abrewa bio ma excellency John Dramani Mahama bedi Ghana konya pen opo obetina so onu no ni sinto bebi oye ni bebi a wanye ni ye eno so se minya kwanya bie mu a ta die we me review because o je Ghana for kan wa asem a edi se ni bo kasa asem we a wonyina bebi an kasa el gaza wandi dida edi sa asem we di ntina bro nya kokopa ba se wadi Gaza 2013 40 million Ghana cedis. Oh, yamanya kama yeye na omani ma yenko ye ne bi no. Watu wonya kwanya biemu a, obe review Gaza. Eti so onya kwanya biemu a, obe review a. Na wo de ba beto say wadi bi penti. Eti so wadi bi kan a, eti na wo ente so review ana. Opo mi na no problem say excellency John Dramani Mahama sorry akonya so. na fia no otim no opese okoso tena fie no ube yo mampenya Ghana sika ne de show obusiofo nyina Ghana sika ne de show mo sani mi won ma fo so abi to fo so ya tu ne ma no matuma atuma mfa so be na meminya na wuya we nyina ti na wi ya se yensi ke ba ko akra yensi ba ko ni kro busi bi e do sia ne ka ya san so ma ne ka wu ga so mo yo wunya ko na privilege na Ghana for the man o ba so mo ye na wi ya ne ta se we nyina ne sa dia ma ni kwati na fie obolani mi no mi na ko di la to abaro obi a watira dia over 30 years no emfa so be na sani pa no be ya etile no problem say ma ha ma fia no otim no so be so sa tie fie no ma e ko ye eti on ka so on di engagada nemo sikana mo ba ya so wa di say no obe for say say di kano enye no kwe so mo prove say wa di a o mo famla me nyi di say ku for no on di engagada me nyi say Mahama no ye MP for 12 years no why did that so I said what can say we are there kwa government and 2030 was GB and 2030 it's money review 77 pennies no question and the sana again and the same what question again no say the system again me nya kwanya bioma say na me yam pennies so we never show go and know how it is 10 years na tani sabi abaya so osun kunyane entere kwa mu no entere hu mplate abaya osun kunyane entere kwa mu no entere hu mplate wo be bida woni mrawa amambo le sitie edobo ye be sren men kokora no ye kwala siri bi afa na aja o ma start e program no ya start popo bebre na share the smartphone say akwala bi afa from say almost send sikama me na ma activity America we na mo no mo sinya frafre eti aflet so wu say dia course no made we ali esi frana afa na man for to because mo ko off ache ye pa wa mo kan munim eti atin say free way kon Monday ko biano course quality nyina be ba on board on be course wa monitor program the say me to ya me monitor program no ewo me phone say to bo me stre Allah say mo nyina mo ba
yeah on my that
Salam
alaikum. Yenim Safini Abba. Of course, today happens to be Kalusha program number 72, right? Yeah, but Senka number 3. And then light need Dumia Yentumia Mantene program number 2. Yeah. Inti na ya bonyuma for over a month and a half. And then we started the program just Monday. Inti Yenim say people will get to know and people will come. Mami pick him a next caller. But your number 3995 no. Where? Ending 3995 bacho hoya Ibrahim bacho pomti say Ibrahim bacho mainti
yanda nyakupo asese mapa aba tiyo atu na woni kansi na yekimunka bebi a wo share nkwenso nyame aduma ande yeni otimi kasa mehewo live in kala idawo Facebook anyam yakwanya na wajam afra na kache mete na mwasa tenti na me hemu kwa kama pa branche kama pa yeda nyakupo ase na hello
yatonka kasa ya na mpesa me interrupt mo kasa
na me hu na mani adupa me ho la son kala dinti ye bon po mamu yakufo nkamo na ojamni wo
that's unza nice boy pa nice boy pa
we na so dem my whole life on kala de me Facebook
okay
ndina mani agipa na papa panyini mi a wo ka ho a wo na boji se fita no
onyini sa wo yesa obejimi ode ubekokoto
ande gafa
King Kalusha no
na men kan tira Ghana funyina te hawa iwum tiano ya ina ekope bai because that young so big and the problem ya na ekope bai na me friend this for abroad na me sama o kika no Yemundi and Kamunkwa, dear. Come on, young Tam, our Brunia. A Brunia in class near Mahama. Now, you are not in the Nasi, Gondomani Mahama. Emma, I shall want so. And then the madam, or see, or move out of no summer, maybe it's nothing. Then I have been handed.
Ibrahim Ola no munya clear. Yeah, Ibrahim Ola no munya clear.
My name and country na and people never fashion or munyago never piano. About Akuti and by in fact and yeah dear Yama Hukra Banyano. Now I'm cross to bar. In the sea. Yet they didn't Yakubanka on Yamisha or Imenia.
Ibrahim Yadasi. Okay, Mammy Picky, wow, number. I think Kwajoboku was no.
I will go Kwajoboku.
Oh, Kwajoboku, my intio. Upon to say.
Opo, about another room, I want to such a concord. Now, Opo, Eddie can enter in a Sebama or Kiliapo. So, what I think I could play a radio, but I could play Opo. And when I and summer, I walk Ghana, the airport with me now, Unity Radio. Yet in a Sebama or body Opo. Miss Adminasa, I told me to Airman, Miami Boss Manito, King Kalusha Opo, and Chat, and Common Nopo, Assemblyman. The body power, I'm sorry, and saying, take your Baba and Papa, Opo Mamma Pana says on co Alpha Radio to Emma Yama Assemblyman. Then Uncle and Coswa and Canon on to a Supermuna Bravo.
Okay.
Opo?
Yes, sir.
Catcher, me better catch 10 people for the Opo, the Mra Yeltri, and Yamra, Abeno Mobaka, your friend say. Baumia, Alankas, anyone Canadian upon and send the Opo, and we hear Ghana, you won't see you. Every year, almost promises of more promises, Opo, every year, they say a woman and another. So the Shire, and so Opo, they say, but Ghana, only Ghana, a 2 Mikakono. To see a more music, Opo, the pattern, and that's also what it's a bocho, Namo, Yazia, and I want today.
Kwajoboku say one mukro musica.
America Sikayopo, what about Eberhan Mamida Minimini? What about
Nasa, maybe free Ghana, may Ghana, and I guess you could say you took a better into a mother how am I say, I crum Ghana, then you crum beyond Tina, Yabana Mubuya and Meboa.
Opo, a team that I can better make a brony crum sick and all the bar. Yabapa, Yabamaka Jetta or Baba, but Chesa about Pusika. As they said, the kind of organic Opo, a 2 mira, another down Kwakufado, or the only film, or be or fata, another bros are 5 years now. What you may pay the Opo, and you know, one can pray. Now the delegate look or two, not yet a fatan is or bad day flag barrier. Opo no aba, now they are from Java. Now, me papa, your friends, I bring no cabinet, and Yazo Codina now down Kwaku Church. Opo politics, before by a root as over Kwaku Jabby, no Kwaka and send me a study, and Yana and Fata, and Fitiano, who know didn't want to say, but a Denaba, and Emma Wukika Santamui. Now, for me, I channel, that's Santamui, Yantin was and the idea, special prosecutor, or boy, you need to make dear old Dima or my conclude Ghana because. Fatasa and Brabia Fatabia, 18 a bay, as I said, I papa, Mahama to Obo. And take an orty, only who's orty. Now, young guys are yet to a dig what they want, what they are offered because of the Sun Ghana or the Sun Mino. It is a man as there. Media, Mina Makuma Mudia, Meaning a bonity Ghana for young fun to Yaki. Near Shaquaya, the first way they pay on my conclude Ghana, or Pomina.
Yadasi Kwajoboku Mahala, Yadasi P. My emfa, me pacho wow number, a Connecticut number ending 6667. Pacho where? Hello? Kofi Kenyana.
Yeah.
Kofi na bom say.
Oh, yeah, me Dominion.
Now I don't know how to use a Connecticut number.
Oh, that's there.
Was our way a bepom every hour. Yanas is our number.
Oh, that good.
I hope so. Never shall follow my until.
I don't know what American here for Opoku JP.
I said no they din so be a chroma will be about the din neighbor.
Remember, you know.
Now then come to American game from say.
Some of them number by.
My dear Goofy.
Yeah. Yo, madam, as I say. Yeah, and I had a coupon as I say, and will be a cost of come region or back. Yeah, so. Yes, support to Ama. Maybe a conkai. Yeah, border will say more announcement banner at the end of my support to my radio, no, and Trahoda. Then I in ano. You be the Coswing crew. You and some good jazz, no, then person can say, Size Brasha, no dear. One thing I see you free. But as I'm paying phone of a ban will be anywhere, the all benefit into be anywhere bar or Yahoo BB. But I'm not crying, my biggest problem. My biggest problem is say, not Kalusha can be said, and yet a friend say, Manicho, I can be said, a constitutional, a D in Yambibri, and Panso constitution in there. My president, you are, or Baba. What's our world power and so per se or social constitutional? And I said, obey shit is hard because signing money enshrined in the constitutional.
A dear Yapa, no crepa.
This way of a union house, so dear no. So there by people of a certain geographical location, but you are okay. Yes, so you share some away. After your home. In Kenya, you got a number of signatures. Now, yeah, to say the way I have yet me, you know. Anka ebeboa because obi kwatra 4 years no age every 4 years no age na omo say we dware we executives no dware for no legislature and legislature for so dware executive to all the time bia no omo nyina omo ano mudi and I just said that you know in fact me hu obi a wo man no at heart see ano abronya to ho ono o kan de na chese nkekemo na okekemo nyina didi atem na na chese ne bottom tina na didi atem so sia ya onya bi ni no okam dindende nti to say e be yi sa ankofo no NDCO MPPO to me they are the same people but see nya test strong party and nya akora senia ai kan manu chokano pressure group near the Guam, some say no, we are not going to like sit down to be taken for granted. Senior 10 piano or yes. Now we are MF. Now we have on also a co media I'm acquiring an AFITA into media and papa. Which one? I mean, fundamental save everything within our country. No, it's not there. What? We pay them for them to think for us, but none of them, I'm telling you, none of them think. Because Niamabu, your friends are class 1 here, crown and your politicians now, they are to me. Basic things. I'm to the order they care about, say, I'm about to be 18. I go up and down.
Okay.
Indeed, Mr. Woman and Fan Bible. And Fanta, I am my new chief, Yabaya, and Yamabasa. And yes, our party, I don't see any better thing coming up.
Ebe, Yadasi, Kofi Ken. Thank you very much, Kofi. But our number is 0854. Obey your last caller. After you, we might not be able to pick another call now. Yeah, did you make the number?
I how to file our poor and chizungu.
Hey, how do file? When chief for what is saying?
Oh, and chief for the only now who filed a mumu and kuye opu.
Mind you, then I Yankopon and ye dini. Yankopon Adaruma.
Yankopon Shiro.
Amen.
Yankopon Shiro. And Pejo. And no Cassian. Two come my Nedebia was on board my Ghana and Konani. Taboe and Kamalutu, Kalusha, American Unity FM. I do my food in Taboe and Kom. American NDC Chama or here. Or manual geographic chaplains. A present Mama say, what about S. Gratian? Why is a cry? What you got to follow to because President Mama Castle basic secondary school 200. What's the 103? 23.
I said, Mama. I said, Nasani Anzo said, you can make us over because we see Nina. Now also be situated on 103.
What the 123? They are so no, what you got? I short catches.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm a Wachibo Kukwana be a Kahubi. Into President Mama Sheboa, or Disho, until you President Mama to say, Waba, Esgas and Obensa, Kayama Ghana, and Mucha Yokum, your business is Agu, importers and exporters, Ramu Bre, Magazine Juma Agu, Adobe Fajuma Agu, Education Agunu, Waba, Ababa Yemi, until people and this Munjaka, Yepe, Yea Sheboa, Disho, and people are Bene Sheboa Mundiso, in the Bragana, another say 1 to 1 1 village, 1 dam, Zongo Development Fund, 350 senior school, the Nadu Castle Besino, in the in the corruption out here, in the Ashawan Yaga, say more Yagana Cardinina, but I can't afford a small skin manager, near Chuamu, near Kumomu, near Selmuta Padia, the Babi set of the nation community, in the Auditor General report, one corruption cost 2020, 12.8 billion Ghana cities, and also 2021, 17.4 billion Ghana cities, and also Ghana for that says 52.5 billion Ghana cedis on no accounts. Yet MPP Abebo Busia for that 9.6%. One nation Amumu Akosu Ghana. It's President Mahama. Yet Tinuti was he or bar as Graciano, the Bayan Shakraya, Waka Sudia, Wabaya, Ama Bruso, in the 2024 MP for Nam Ankasan himself. Clinically is Excellency John Dravani Mama, or Papa Ghana, offering Kwasum Eddie Ghana, according because Waya Bida, Nino Pomidas Manuasi.
Yada CP, Yenya Bema, Audu Filer, from Wenchi Zongo, Audu Filer, Eddie, and on Abusia for. So person will share on YouTuber and me send a link and a couple of people to watch us on Facebook, and they texted me back says it's your money Facebook. They rather would prefer YouTube. And he said, "Oh, person will share you show you a YouTuber. The also ya and say okay YouTube now was searching for Unity TV Worcester. I think Monica even searched for Unity Radio. Until we searching for Unity TV Worcester. Facebook they are can only the movies. It's setting up for as Unity TV. Ntiano na YouTube no Unity TV Worcester. And no oko YouTube now search for Unity TV Worcester. Ubinyai now what you may share live. And this answer ubi to me phone number edit or phone sono. Yes sisu but I mean saying sisu bio emfa emma moa ebia first time ni. So person tie phone so numbers name you no back here 701 719 5310 701 719 5310 Mrs. Subio 701 719 5310 Ena Bakunso ye 605 313 0451 605 313 0451 605 313 0451 Ofre numbers ni mienu bia ubetumi etie eno ye de editie na mum ye djumadi ayedi wa ha no so wo pese ofre na wo kire wa adwen ana wo send message at the brain say ye regular message ana say WhatsApp number wo be use no 508 304 9394 508 304 9394 508 304 9394 eno no me bacho studio line obetumi afredi akere wadwen nti ana obetumi di messages nso edi afa ho edi abre nti monsha no so emfamai Joseph Daniels say keep up the good work but we support Baumia all the way. Joseph Daniels ne de ode eba no say oboy abaso ne adwumapa nemum omo etai omampani Baumia chi sanso ena Justice Kwabi dino ose ya me bono Kwabi ma eni be mi no kalu ye bon obetima ba jame Justice Kwabi right Kwabi Justice Kwabi ose our democracy isn't young. Democracy isn't for us, and we should scrap it for military regime. Our biggest problem is democracy because everyone thinks of himself. Yes. Areto Momo says, hello, beautiful. I just passed to your workplace speaking to you, but you were busy. Oh, okay. Otum Fonana, ye chow baby ubia. Otum Fonana, and so I say, good morning to you all. Thomas Nanabuachi, great job. Opo Chelsea. I'm watching the show live from Kumerica. Kumerica, Najesa Oshefi Kumase. Doreen Educhumwa. baby a wo bia ye chiao afi edu special person and oda makoma so mianga sa makunta akunta kwaku ene ne birthday Kalusha shawdi asansa uya na masomo ha
akunta kwaku ene happy birthday pa kese pa
na hwanya akunta kwaku na uka akunta kwaku achirom di nti oya akunta kwaku
akunta kwaku ni aba sister Monica ekunu
Monica hwan Monica fodo Monica osai kwa soro wa hen
presby
I feel chichum spoke inside
akunta happy birthday pa na pompai say yakopon edi fie dodo fie bebre hodi wom ye betumi aba na che ya be o de be pa chere akunta yesa wish happy birthday
betumi aba no abenu corona sana pesa
da bi akunta
na uni ma akunta ne tneshia ne aye yo de be pa chere
then manu chekan body apesi ni contemporary aha eno asema akunta happy birthday once again ya just say yakopon fa finu bo ho sa fibia fa kan na kwatiti na bibia odo akoma so bia so onye ma
na ozu kwosra na wontumi nya de da ozu akoma so ma
o se me fa no account na o de account there me gichum
King Kalu
happy birthday akunta kwaku
I think say that Kalu kan no yedi kan aka by ma akunta kwaku happy birthday unim so di fosu
okay
fosu pa unse Charles Kojo fosu so di fosu ti makunta onye ni pa ato eti Yamano happy birthday wish for akunta kwaku ni se nyame oma nkwatenten de ahoden wom first medical bisa ahoden because ahoden wom an obetumi agina din o na meche na ama menu aba enzo ni age
ahoden ba na discuss wom
some start say ba de ahoden o say enra na miti MPP parliamentarian back me audio bia me tybo o china bia me bo say no, I think he was doing show with Kwame Dinkra na say Kwame se fa kan mo ba no ka say Kwame oh say the way I sit here no ye bra de ya ho odin nyina piska bedrech ne ye diska na ya pe no esan pe apomden ntimi beside ye bia menye the type manifesto me ye type ahodin on say Solomon kra bi se nyankopon wa de no wan fa ska ni kan bisa nyansa ne nioma no obewi no say e mani hia mi pi so ho cause on hina oni ska de so nti sa eti mi bisa hoden kwatenten ahoden so na no e wo ho a nyame se onye wo nkwan firo nsama na je se waduane na odema na nye den nsan nti na afi oma sikanum flow ana meka menene kasa of na meka se nka bo nzemo high national akunta so de ko Cancun se de omga ne say enye Ghana de no yeah omo bi o se Cancun se Mexico ho baby se Puerto Rico yeah ho baby na akunta so wa twa bibia ship are ready for flight oh na mako enjoy ti sikanum flow na mra so flow na mra na osiri ara obaji corona 19 na osiri scanning flu na na afin so unze ntafo
corona na kana eyifu Mexico for a football club enya bia corona na mo de madwa afa no enya no no ka
enya ensano de na mekon say yes e be ko Cancun wo Mexico nti na just say akwa ni yakohwe corona for no match nti enya corona nsa
na mo de madwa afa
mo ni mo adwa buza ai Kalusha konum corona da bi enya okay abuzavo de tiani say Kwesi minim Kwesi usumi ha hold on Kwesi feedback na yeden sa fin noise bi na since light no by why is ni bebre I think akeka bom ti we'll fix that nti ya no mama hu Kwesi ka say there seem to be some feedback be on there but nti kan kalu ya na so monitor na hu Nti akonta kwaku yema happy birthday kwaku for super pabi nyame ento nkwanem oma ho den oma enhira oma onyetire enye kon o say
to bono nyum ne man
happy kali to happy birthday nyum back man
to you happy birthday to you
show headphone yeah.
Happy birthday to you akonta kwaku
show headphone etiwe
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.
Akonta kwaku ebio.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.
Kwaku fosu bema ba. Me ami nua ba Monica osai ni kunu ba man nyonyamfo happy birthday bio
happy birthday to you happy birthday to you happy birthday dear happy birthday to you.
Okay, so that was for you Akunta Kwaku Fosu Papa. Happy birthday to you. May you live to enjoy the day to the fullest. My fanto atie for him say ye mame ane ye papa Ajiman enso say ye papa Ajiman ne mame owuye ye mame Janet Oforiwa aka Mama onya 96 years waka nchinagu nyame ya adoma September 10th, which means Saturday we are ebeye ena mi angasa me papa Samuel Ajiman prempe bema ba one ne nuanum nyina ene ne yere hokani obo life Madam Florence Jemfua Ajiman omo say Elton Safre Worcester for ne adofo ne jamfo nyina se mometa omachi omo ye black and red ena ye attire no 8 to 12 2 am our Wesley United Methodist ehon ye kwa yi no na yakwa aseda soro wo Basre Presby Sunday ose Anopa 9 to 12 na yewia ne yakọ India Center akwa yakọ Indian Center akwa reception no ewo eho eti moma ye nyina ye nhya no so na ye nkai na ye ntumi nkọ na ye nkọ tai ye papa Ajiman echi Samuel Ajiman abra oye ne mame eyi ai twato memenda ebeye mo bebanti ya pene mo dada Agunta Kwaku Fosu happy birthday once again and big thank you to Master Danso ye nyawanke beden ye ka se hiensu Master Danso agya na juma oye anantia di nsuo abre ewo studios Master Danso isi ni keje ni aseda nyame shraw for all you do not only for Unity Radio but for the community because we yama Unity Radio wa yama community no empower o shey nkran ma ahoden na yatumi asom ma menka yatie for say Master Danso se si ameno we ka say de ne shop say de na munim say na owo eye 45 Fremont Street no say only 45 Fremont Street bim Master Danso was 61 Fremont Street, the same building but 61 Fremont Street and he say okay no problem wom na be so 45 ana wan hu na me pacho ko 61 Fremont Street na Master Danso ehwe na ONCC bibia nso ma say obesisan oil say shock absorbers say brakes anything I work am there dan auto repairs unim say papa no wabo adwuma na ya so na hwe yenim dada yenim di otimi ye enya afi na ye be so na hwe di enim dada no ye nso kanea enhwe nanim dan auto repairs oye kejua obo adwuma obi anso agina tum bra na onhwe na onsisi uka na ma na bibia nso ntumi nkonkan otayechi dindindin ena yede dwumadi bro sanso ena eye Dr. Kwabi eye scientific care se fan se unam pain biemu yaudie biemu de oba obeboa or 371 Pleasant Street friend phone 7743865640 sanso ena ope baby edidwa African market dia baby obi age atum ene ho no obi edidwa eye Asamas trading obo adwuma yi pa 1084 Main Street bra na onsisi na bibia nso etumi enko enkan sanso ena Anopa sports I de bremo no Anochi trading enso adaroma 54 Hamilton Street and number Bosuo ye na ye cold store South African store no separated bra enam bia opa party bibia obenya bi ewo Anochi trading nyuma ko num nyina adaroma ena omo eboa entayechi ema yetumi edi dwumadi ebremu Yeah, I would say and kind of bro meeting Eddie Noah Opoku Jemfi. I'm your host, and of course, my tried and tested panelist, and Manucho Magandi Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mempemi Wasam Worcester, Massachusetts, and of course, King of Radio, Ken Kalusha. We are out for now. We are the call Peace 104.3. Na yede nea ho bia so de atoa so na Peace FM for akasima be ti se edu na omode anwumere kase bo no de abramo nti sabre de se wanti enka bi mu a me ne mapamfo yakra mo erade ya admo china no nkron kan yesan mu behia na yede foforo de abramo ka kire unua na unua so nka je nua se Unity Radio yekoya yasan aba. It's been massive and wonderful having everybody around. Mo amunya da share Facebook na sisi akra sign off. Ye ni cry Onipa 57 on Facebook, which is very massive. Yeah, da munya so ba video no so bia now also share for others to also join. And they call as high as we had at a point 125 people watching us. So we are very impressed. And remember said say Facebook no for my radio ni bi mu team as Adam say otie won adwuma mo amam for take am muti, so they are not under any pressure to go on Facebook and watch us, but itiminya numbers are not just a mo bom homoden. Share the video, share the Unity Radio page, and let others know say we are back live on Nyami Shramu nyina. The radio is for the community and the community is for the radio. God bless us all. The names remains Opo National. We are out. Ochina yesign mu bi sha konta kwaku ebio Yamau, happy birthday. Yemfamoko Peace 104.3.